experience level-wise, age-wise. Everything about our team was very young. I think for the last 3 months especially, we've grown and learned a lot together.
Caught, really isolated, popped down into the position. Derek is rattling away.
You know, just seeing that growth and seeing that progress together as a team builds that confidence.
I'll see you guys soon.
And now, introducing our 2023 VCT World Champions of the World, EG!
World Champions of the World.
And their opponents, your Stage 1 America's champions, give it up for your 100 Thieves!
Do I put the hat on today, chat? I don't know what to do. I'm all so stressed. I don't know what to do. Chat, I don't know what to do. Wear the hat, or I not wear a hat today. Brother Rebel.
We couldn't have planned the situation better if we
I ain't
tried.
saying that
One
today.
spot up
No
for
way.
grabs in the playoffs.
Bro.
And one of these two teams are
Remember
going
when
to
it was
earn that
12-5?
spot when it's all said and
And
done
was
here
talking about
today
how-
in LA. This is going to be a
Dude,
clash,
actually-
and this is exactly what you want to see as you're winding down to the tail end of the season.
Wait, how does it curse
the
and I must wear that
2023
back to back?
championship EG roster, the fragments playing against each other in Potter, Boostio, Zix, against each other for this shot to be in the playoffs. That's insane.
And it's Derek getting revenge against a team that dropped him heading into this
got
year.
Byron.
It's too perfect. But looking at the maps, we're kicking things off on Lotus, which means we get to see Jaw on that neon again.
And the question is for 100 Thieves, are we going to see a neon of their own? Because they haven't really been playing any of that. It's been way more standard throughout this entire
Do you think they can get away without playing it?
All of
Yeah,
them.
I think you can. Yeah, and especially on a map
Winter
like Lotus,
playoffs,
we've
these are
seen the
out.
double controller still be very prevalent, very good.
I want to look at the maps for a second because it's a bit shocking. The second phase, seeing split
That's true.
band away,
That's a
seeing
good point,
the
Andy.
Icebox also banned. That means our
I do
final
love
map
these
is
teams.
Ascent,
Like,
which
probably
EG have only played
1A,
twice
1B for
this
me.
year. The last time was during Stage 1, and
Obviously,
the
I'm
last time
siding
100
towards
Thieves
100
were on
Thieves
it,
until it's
we're
on
getting
the board, but 100
eliminated
Thieves
by
could
Gen G.
technically
And
make
400
chance
Thieves
with
as well.
points.
We haven't seen them play Lotus really at all this year. The last time was in February against Sentinels. Back then, they were playing Chamber on this map, and
Wow.
they've been banning it a ton ever since,
realized
not
that,
letting
yeah,
that map
loud.
through at all.
Something
so
I
this is
wanna-
a big question mark.
That's it.
I want to flag
still
here
debating
real
whether
fast.
I
I'm
want to
looking
wear
at
the
the
red hat or
demeanor
not.
of 100 Thieves. You could tell the pressure, the moment. It is not lost on them whatsoever. Typically, Boostio comes out very cheerful, very
Starting on
jovial.
Lotus.
Is always like moving around, trying to. But this time around, you saw a much more stoic perspective from him because you have to for this match. It's a big match.
But once we get into game, I imagine he'll be bringing that energy for
Over
the
under.
team. That's the Neon getting locked in to start. No surprise coming out from Jajimo.
That's right. Let's see what we get for the agent select here. Let's not forget, and we are going to get that raise on the other side. So
That probably means just default comp again for 100 Thieves. You could see some in the breach
Or maybe, yeah,
variations.
or maybe a breach fade, I'm thinking, even
Yeah.
because, you know.
That would fit really well.
Yeah, and we've seen the change already on Split of Boostio going over to that breach, which I love because
Good
I
shout.
was not a fan of the Gecko, honestly, on that Split map. Obviously, Split's not going to be here,
I
but
don't feel good
still,
about this guy.
I'm wondering right now, Boostio's got to pick next. Is he picking breach? Is he picking KJ? Are they going
I don't feel good about this. I don't know. I don't feel good about today. play at
yeah,
all.
it's gonna be that.
I'm not gonna
restate
lie,
as
I
well.
don't feel good about it.
So it might just be.
It's
Can I just say it?
Yeah, okay.
Nothing too shocking there. I mean, honestly, it's
You just got
sort of
home?
like the stage 1 comps versus the stage 2 comps.
That's exactly
right here,
the narrative.
With Neon double initiator for Evil Geniuses, 100 Thieves, sticking
I
to
don't
what was
like
so effective for them in that stage 1
that
run.
100 Thieves is
Absolutely.
about to
Some of the
play
big
a
strengths, though, I think,
series,
for this
and we
comp
gotta win on
from
Lotus.
EG is they're gonna have a much better job at getting these
or
early fights. That Neon with the stun,
Ascent.
fighting into A main or C mount on your defense
Against EG.
is super strong. So I think 100 Thieves are gonna actually have to be playing
Don't like
a lot
that.
of these re-clear ideas mid-round.
Sure,
Yeah,
and
I
think that's
also-
all well
yeah.
and good, but what
I
the
have-
100
I have
Thieves
a
get,
Viper's
they
Pit
get
in my tummy.
bang on the signature
Viper Pit in the
fight.
tummy.
This dude is otherworldly on that agent.
Yeah, it's going to be a match of all matches.
That's one.
That's one. That's one. All right, folks. So here we go. It's our last match of the weekend, and it's going to be a good one. Who better to call the
I'll
action
put it
for
on.
this
I'll
than
put it
Uber
on.
and Wyatt?
I'm putting it on. It goes on.
Thank you
It
very
goes
much,
on.
Golden Boy. And what a game to end the week
Yes.
on. Do or die between EG and 100 Thieves. And with the two coaches that masterminded the 2023 World Champions run, it's Zix versus Potter clashing here on the stage.
Yeah, the stories here, obviously, they write themselves, Mitch. There's no preparation work needed for this. I mean, you have Boostio, obviously, with those two coaches winning champions, then opting to move over to 100 Thieves. Derek on the opposing side, now with EG. I mean, it's a tangled web of relationships that's resulted in one insane match to determine that final playoff spot.
And Derek has made no, I guess, secrets about his animosity towards his time on that 100 Thieves roster last year, but he's got friends there. That's why it's all the more sweeter if he can take him down. Here's EG, of course, with that Breach and Neon comp. They're starting on defense. Expect them not to give 100 Thieves too much space here.
When we saw them on defense with this comp against Furia, that Brazilian side was suffocated in the chokes. Their lurker unable to really ever work up towards A.
Okay.
Fast on the
Let's
flugs
get
when
this
you have
shit,
the
guys.
neon speed as well.
It's definitely a stand-up day.
We're inching over towards
Solo
C already.
C.
Paranoia drawn out. 100 Thieves happy to break off for a time. Apop always on an early flank timing here, but they're ready for it. Cryo able to turn and dome him. Derek, though, may be unexpected. A second wave here through door. And even grouped up
No
with
way,
Georgiamo, so they are aware of the presence at C.
Nature working towards B now as well. As the push out here comes. That turret is going to get broken. And you can see because of that bang
Dude,
already.
100 Thieves map control is
going back,
very
checking
poor,
that
chat.
flank. Is there going to be
Look where
an
they're
aggressive presence for
confined
EG
to right
there?
now.
But
This is
there won't
terrible,
be. They're just
actually.
trying to re-clear as much of the map as possible
5v4,
with the
but
neon right now.
That
horrible
horn
map
ping, though,
control.
or at least it being destroyed.
Problem is
definitely tells
EG doesn't know
that
what's
100 Thieves
happening
just lingering
either.
here, and they're going to make the execute happen. Superman forced to back away from the snake bite.
Still has stun.
EG, though,
Oh, God.
insane retake potential with this
Oh,
composition.
God.
Cryo gets that plant down, seized instantly though. Relay ball gonna be thrown out. He needs to get out of the way of that aftershock. He does. And Georgiamo and Nature fall instantly. He's fighting well, and 100 Thieves are ready for this.
Wow.
Lovely from 100 Thieves, taking their time there, getting into the site safely, setting up effective crossfires. And
Yeah,
trading out
both need this
with that man
really
advantage off
bad.
to a hot start on a map that they have not played since kickoff, which I struggle to
How do they get away
believe
with that?
when we were looking at it, because Lotus has to be one of the most played maps of the year.
And this team bans Sunset frequently. So I don't know how they avoid playing both those maps for so long.
It is wild. So there's just nothing for EG to look at. There's no tape, there's no preparation. Though that being said, 100 Thieves, they are running the standard meta comp of the year on this map. So it's certainly something EG have gone up against many times in scrims beforehand.
Pistol win is wild.
Fast take of A here for the defenders. As per usual,
I have
Tippy
seen-
working around that Viper wall.
We have
He's happy to
seen a
peel
lot
that
of teams
side
in
of the map
America
now.
pick Lotus to start these series.
And it's just going to be this.
They kick
stack
it off on
from EG
defense,
working close
and things
towards A.
are really hard for them.
Happy to gamble on an eco round, one especially where they've not opted
Can
to
the
get a
EG
single
break the
sheriff.
curse?
Nothing
Oh.
but classics.
So the new Big Brother was watching. That cam is cleared. EU now tucks the corner. And EG are a long way away from this action.
So
And
the
I feel
C
like
is
here
ready
finally
for
we're
the
going to
flood.
get a real litmus test for 100 Thieves. Are they climbing back?
That C's, when you see Fades do shit like this, chat, it's very important. It's not so much for the C's nade as much as it's like, it can feel super overwhelming if you just have your gun out and all of a sudden a fault line comes in, a lineup from this Neon and like a C's, and you're reacting with your gun out. It's too late. Like, it's too late. You're gonna all die. So you have to have that seized out because it's like one of the strongest pieces of util in this comp at stopping the flood. like cutting off the front of the hit with the C's is huge.
Heading into our first gun round, and out of these,
Good start,
Tori has
flawless.
that storyline. I mean, their only win this stage was against the MIBR team. Now, Ender on the desk thinks that that's indicative of this team being on the upswing. A lot of us, though, are not so convinced.
Yeah, at the end of the day, MIBR, they've obviously been struggling here in stage 2 with that new team. So how much can you really glean from that as far as 100 Thieves level? Did they look good in that game? Yes, but were they tested? I just don't feel they were.
What you gonna get to
EG,
Stressy?
they certainly will put
got?
them up to that challenge, though. You can see 4 of the players from the defensive side already towards A.
Oh, strap yourself in.
Those double stuns are so effective at locking down the
Full
choke.
setup on C. No eyes on B here.
At the 4 here.
Okay.
Superman with the TP forward. 100 Thieves respect this. They actually don't make a pop out onto the A side of the map, but the B
Nature
side has been
kept
left
his
open and the
kit,
smoke
though.
over to Baby Door. A one-way, in fact.
one-way.
Means that Nature's options are limited. EG can group up and make a play from here, but
I
for
like
now, they're gonna have
that.
to
They
wait.
can't flood with that
Full
up.
kit from that breach. Nature offers an immense amount of valuable retaking utility. Jojimo with that relay bolt still as well.
That timing
Oh,
for Cryo, it's gonna be
reclear
watched
coming
for
in.
Sure. Paranoia connected with Nature though. Asuna
Beautiful
is
reclear.
surrounded by a maelstrom of bodies. Still that flank is
no.
underway, but Derek and Superman have been doing well from Baby Door.
Such-
Now they have to expect this. They're both very low. Superman though able to trade it out. It's 2
3,
up for 100 Thieves here, and they're both playing from B main. Smoke is up. There's a
What
jump
the
in there from
fuck?
Jojimo.
That was crazy
It will
from
be dealt
Jaw.
with to even it up. APOC needs to get this attack now. The Prowlers are going to come forward. EU has yet another one now. It's ugly.
Wow, Superman.
APOC
Damn,
gets
bro.
off the defuse,
What a
cleans
kill.
up EU, then gets back to business.
That was a
And just
massive
barely.
kill by
Significant
Super.
damage still from 100 Thieves, and I do
I
really
thought the
like how they
double
played that
prowler
round,
was
realizing B was
pretty
open,
good right
that nice
there.
smooth contact in, and Cryo.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the double prowler peak like that, I thought that was too much for, like, the person protecting the defuse for them to deal with. It's like, oh, bro, this is so difficult. That side flick, what the fuck?
See of Apoth, but again, just barely. The economy in danger now for EG if they lose this following gun round. Where 100 Thieves, again, full buy.
Far from established, the bank for EG. Again, Bang has to be very careful because there's a lot of
Same
explosive
setup over
potential
here.
between his Fade and Neon setup.
Same,
with EG.
actually same setup everywhere.
Can't overextend and give up his life so cheaply. This time Apoth at C with it pretty well canvassed here, and of course the anti-raise tech in those trips.
And
set up.
anti-prowler tech.
Prowler now from Derek, which
I think prowler will go
goes up
under.
close B as
Actually,
Apoth watches from the heavens
say.
with that cam. So tough to break
Hard to
that.
say from that
Oftentimes
angle.
he'll just stay up while the spike is going down, even into the post plant to get valuable information for a retake.
Jogamo starting to inch out of B here.
Yeah, anti-prowler attack,
Cyber
bro.
slows things up. Eventually the cam brought down.
Oh.
Apoth wants to play aggressively into his. They want to crunch here from
Big
But Apof's
fucking
gonna
reaction,
upset the
Peter.
antidote.
Oh, I
He's a
love
showstopper.
that. Oh my
The kill comes
god.
down on Jogamo.
A fantastic accuracy. with
That's
the
just
projectile.
Jaw trying
Not
to
even the speed
fuck with
from
them
Jawsmo
too.
could get him
I
out of
don't
the way of that.
think he was trying to do
Predicted entirely
anything.
from Asuna. A man who had been under a lot of scrutiny for his performance earlier in the year with 100 Thieves. A lot of the fans calling for his head, but has
Yeah,
been able to
only game today,
significantly return to
Marcus,
that
yeah.
form associated with him from how excellent he was early
Hit
on in
that?
the first couple years of Valorant, and he's right back at it.
Now again
Good read.
to test this side. Here comes the pushes. 100 Thieves.
EG
tentatively
desperately need this round.
make their way in.
They're in fear of getting reset here. They won a 1v1 the round prior on bonus.
And obviously going to be challenging with a man disadvantage for EG, but they have that Nightfall.
Very early use of that.
Super
Super
thrown out
early.
to make it harder to advance up on that side. Can deploy briefly there for Apoth.
This is
Unclear if
such
he
a
gleaned
leveler.
much from that.
Keep in mind there was nothing on B, remember? It was a full C setup, full A setup. So this is a huge lurk.
The shot to follow it up, and Superman is already there. Asuna's able to give as good as it gets though. Trades it out. 3 for
Massive.
Trades it up. 100 Thieves are ready.
Peter's playing really well.
And despite
EU,
that fantastically
great
timed
timings.
amalgam of utility that came in from Evil Geniuses, all of that backside onto the stairs position.
Holy
Just the
shit.
star power of Asuna, the duelist right now, 7-1.
Peter's playing so well right now. His just like subconscious reactions and just feeling like he's in the game. He doesn't look super nervous. It's looking really good, dude.
Late flank and a man advantage situation as well. Clean
They look
things up.
prepped.
And that was the eco swing round. EG, they're down to pennies.
Beard
We're in the
Suna.
duality of Jorgamo here. He's had a slow start. 100 Thieves have been teasing him out of formation like a salacious rumor.
Okay.
0-4 right now.
Here's that eco. Jaw's really
Again, we've
yet
seen
to
this
find
from
his
VCT
footing in this
so
game.
far,
You can see
where
he has
they're
4
stacking
orbs.
up towards
I
A
mean, they've lost
early,
3
and
rounds,
Thieves
so
have
I don't
been
even know if he has a
content with
kill.
Giving that up. I mean, trying to fight out of that door into a fault line, into a relay bolt. You know, Prowler's coming at you.
Ooh. They're going to fight for this. Oh, they're going for it. Fault line here, but
Good
Superman was already
spacing.
brought down.
Peter didn't get hit by it.
Cryo gets his, and Ascent has had a great game already.
Good Haunt.
Stepping up, throw that Haunt down, and
The Haunt is clearing a lot for them. It's clearing like both directions.
Ascent barely a break in stride before it brings Apop to his knees. What?
Beautiful
That is
ecos,
so
man.
rough.
That's the
And that's where
second
100 Thieves can succeed towards that
eco
A
that
road
was
side is
flawless.
after the
And
early
that kind of
round,
shit is
working
very
back in
important.
with that faith.
Again, this is the tale that we've seen over and over and over. If you pick Lotus and you're this early game for VCT, dude, I don't know. Like, starting defense of Lotus is so cursed. It is so cursed. Unless you win the pistol, which is... It's hard. It's hard. Especially when you're not warmed up and you're on defense of Lotus.
Door opening from that big link to catch someone like Jorgo out.
They're getting worked.
There's a smoke down on C from 100 Thieves as Derek collects the orb on the opposite
Saying all that
side
just
of
undid the
map. Already had one Nightfall, trying to get that second early into the half.
Apop backs up here. Yeah, Trap did catch, but no chance to capitalize. Paranoia mostly ignored here as the C's comes short at Superman. Getting into position here through Link. Apop's going to wait it out again. We're going to see EG's retake tested.
Let's see here.
A lot of utility
They
to
might
so
do that
full
shit,
check
guys,
to
where
make sure the
Derek
IGL,
is going to
the
throw
breach,
his haunt over this
that
waterfall
sees Jojimo can run in, he can
during the
slide off
hit.
pressure
Let's see if they
made
go
from
for
the
that.
utility.
Does it get pings? No, I don't think he did.
When Ascent swings off of it, Derek's going to be there with the open that traded out at the very least. And on the side, it's Apop falling.
Oh, fuck. Superman. Oh, my God.
Finds two. Is that enough?
1v2 though,
Derek has
still
to go
for Derek.
huge.
God
He
damn.
just can't.
Dude,
Eagle
people are
brings him down.
shooting right now.
And EG, after what we saw against Furia in the past, his ridiculous retakes on Lotus have not had the same efficacy against 100 Thieves. They are ready to hold their ground.
Absolutely not. Yeah, 100 Thieves, they are fighting forward. They are just ready to take those duels, and the swings off of each other right now. The fundamentals are looking very smooth. They were certainly lacking earlier on in this stage. Very disconnected. We saw that against Leviathan. We saw that against Furia. We're even in advantage situations. Sometimes they would throw them away because the timings, the swings were just off. But right here, looking as clean as they did in the playoffs in stage 1, where they peaked so high.
This lead now threatening to blow out for 100 Thieves. It's another pistol save round here for EG.
I like how they slowed the pace
So they're all
down.
left to work with, and Apop can't go for these like.
I don't think it
timings because he's
changes
been
the
up on
outcome
C.
of this round.
Not the B side.
But I like how the initial thought right there was like, we're going to take Mound. Oh, they one-wayed this. Okay, we'll one-way corner. I'll boombot. No, don't boombot, bro. Just wait it out. See if they re-smoke it. Okay. Like, that whole process that just occurred, I love seeing that right now.
It's not going to get set off. Jojimo, opportunity, but he
Oh,
doesn't
wow,
find
he's
it.
so calm
Traded
with
at the
it.
very least from Derek.
Jaw hits those like every
No
other
way they can
week, I
recover that
swear.
rifle, though.
Yeah, too far away. 100 Thieves banking on someone attempting to get in there and take it.
And even at that, look at EU. He drops his own just to go forward to pick that up, throw it off the map, keep it further away. Every little advantage 100 Thieves can get, they are going to take. Everything is on the line right now. Playoffs are on the line. If you win, you're in.
Okay, EU selling this. Bang just threw his poison orb up on this seaside as well. 100 Thieves are dotting their I's, crossing their T's, and they have drawn Derek over to C.
Look at how much time they've actually spent working the map. They're only 18 seconds.
Tony Superman, though,
They
in
got
action
the
to work with this.
side.
The
Reverse
showstopper's gonna-
curve
not
tree
gonna do
is
much more to
good.
make some space. Arsenal,
Beautiful.
sees
Rocket
Superman.
again, man.
It's an easy connection.
Wow, he didn't even get hit.
And they will have that plan. Drop
He's
to be
yapping
cleared now,
too,
and
bro.
Coming up from the back is Cryo. Set up for a longer angle.
What is that, like 200 words a minute?
Limited options for EG. No corpses, of course, to neural theft here. You're a numbers disadvantage. You don't have the weapons.
Could, of course, I mean, I could see a world where things could have gotten out of control, actually, for 100 Thieves there. You know, Superman took that peek. Maybe he gets the first shot. All of a sudden, nature was close to heaven. You know, maybe they're able to flood in. 100 Thieves were dancing with danger a
3
little
on
bit,
2.
letting the clock run
That'll
that
do it.
low.
1 on 3. Swing this.
This should be about it. Yeah, Cryo's able to clean it up. 100 Thieves with a 5-round lead. And it's all business for this attacking side right now. Testing every corner of the map and coming up clutch each time.
Their economy is absolutely out of control. Right now, Boostio is only one orb away from getting the lockdown when we head into this next round.
Yeah, for the observers.
To get out of this replay, they have opted to take a time out here.
Dude, Peter's showstoppers have always
A
been
little
so
bit predictable,
good.
and it's for good reason. They've got many ultimates coming up on their side as well. A must-convert round for them. If they
What's
lose
up, bro?
here, if their economy is cracked and they waste multiple ultimates at the attempt of a round win, 100 Thieves have completely run away with this half.
Something we've seen a bunch of times.
Yo, chat, how crazy is it yesterday, though, that, like, the score of that NRG game was 12-5. And I was like, yo, we all had the realization FNS would have to root for Asuna in a match. I'm not behind a minute.
For EG.
And then he just lost out.
Enact that plan.
You think, what if FNS had the realization? What if he's like, bro, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We'll start from scratch next year. Oh, and 7 on both of them. What the fuck?
The site go for waterfall control, fight into halls, and that was their undoing. 100 Thieves, their approach has been to be a bit more steadfast.
Hopping
in this
Neon?
nice
Kiwi
crossfire
cosplay?
and swing aggressively
Kiwi
with
cosplay,
each other
bro.
coming in. And EG have not been able to find those
Triple
kills.
pings, so
100
they
Thieves
will
are set
fight
up
this.
so nicely.
We might actually see a pop here through C behind Jordan.
Yeah, very, very rare. Jaw 07.
Does this get raw contacted? The first time we see EG really trying to establish presence on this side of the map.
Ooh, he missed the jump spot.
Okay. You get
Legged, yeah, legged.
Oh, that hurts.
Dude.
Jorgamo still without a kill.
Honestly, Jaw's lucky because he was going to do the jump spot off of this and he would have seen Jogamo right here on the jump spot. So this was probably like one of the better scenarios that could have occurred.
Having it in the hands of the Neon. 100 Thieves working towards A this time. Apoth, who's adjusted the setup there, given the off was on
They
the other side of the
actually
map
got the 007. That's crazy, bro.
Was already there to catch him from the other side. It's Jorgamo from the back of the side. Great shot with the operator. And Apoth has given some room to breathe with Ascent taken out. But Boostio quick to follow up.
Breathe on those bullets, bruh.
Hot hand here.
You like
Looking
that,
for
chat?
purchase. And Jorgamo dares 100 Thieves to come and test him now. He's on the board. He's online. Still no plant here
4
from
and
the
3.
Thieves.
Ah, 4 and 2.
And that Neon
I'll
ult
probably do it.
expires. Still towards A, go to Thieves.
Can Bang find the timing here?
I think he has
Oh,
one. No,
dang.
Jorg's gonna check. He's gonna be racked on by nature as well. It's all up to Boostio.
Damn, they both got kills.
Hussein Tree. Can play off the turret at the very least, but this looks like EG have finally found their way into this game with a gun round. And there's Jorg again. When it rains, it pours,
Yep,
apparently.
Asuna is goated. Bro, you guys know I've been the biggest Asuna supporter since, I'm not going to say day one. I'm not going to say day one. Because those of you that were around a long, long time ago would know I wasn't a big supporter when Asuna was like primary jet duelist. I turned into a diehard Asuna supporter when I was coaching the team. I'll support him till the day I die. Bro, like he's just such a good player in a team setting. He's such a good player.
And played into his hands.
And now EG have adjusted
He
back
is
to the
like
setup
a
that they've
great
been doing more
communicator,
commonly earlier in this
a
half.
good
Though again, still
person
that
to like
Jogmo operator.
kind of up the team environment and atmosphere. His skill is very high. He's gonna do whatever you ask out of him.
Where the lockdown is coming in from Boostio, that's gonna force a pop out.
And it might precipitate a challenge from Door here. Or just see that EG respect this lockdown entirely. So now they have to flood back in, and Arsenal wants to set a pretty far forward line of scrimmage. This is new for 100 Thieves. Normally they play the back of the side, but he wants some of this. Arsenal tries to back away.
He lived in that wall.
Still stunned up is Arsenal. No one's stepping up to challenge this though. George still able to find his first. Before we go, and he almost gets away with it.
Oh my god, get this kill with you. How the fuck do you have so much HP? I have no idea. Love that.
A big swing could do it.
Ooh.
Holds it down.
Ah, dude, Superman has hit some nice shots. These clutches.
Effort from Austin, excuse me. That timing was pretty wild to get through the smoke to catch two. Outrageous that he was able to make things just that close.
No, he's not too loud most of the time.
I'm not getting too excited about EG yet, though, on this side of the map. That was still, again, that close, and they expended the Rolling Thunder and the Nightfall together to just get back in. Massive investment, obviously worth it. They needed that round win desperately, but I still, you know,
yeah,
EG, for their ability to
EG did need that.
Jorgo's picked up 5 frags.
Okay, they needed both initiator ults though. Austin will one off the result again. That will be his third of the game of the half. Yeah, third in 10 rounds. That's kind of wild.
A token presence towards A. Jorgo's playing out by Mound with his op.
Line to slow down these. What a catch! Wow, that's lovely from nature.
Prowler in, but Jorg knows now to post up a little closer here. Awkward part of the map to play this weapon. That aftershock doesn't do too much to disrupt us, and it just satchels away from the plant side. Cryo now realizes he's garnered the attention he was hoping for on A, but keeps his life. And with that showstopper in play here, EG will wait and slowly encircle this.
A time waster only is that showstopper. Look at Path's position and Cryo. EG should be able to pull this one off.
Scary for Boostio. Derek, though, doesn't want to come back in as the second player.
Oh, God.
Correction for Boostio.
He could have ran, but he was feeling it.
And drags Jorgamo out of the round. EU in the post plant.
Both have balance.
Derek has to give it a crack here. Hondo pings him out. EU can bide his time. He gets off the defuse and he knows it is done.
Well played. Well played. He played the time.
There's just no way they should be winning that. Jorgamo sliding right into the crosshair of Boostio. A 5 versus 3.
Dude, I can't believe Boostio got those 3.
Would be going for
That's
that
so
flank
sick.
Again, that's what he did earlier in the half on round 3.
They had no business winning this round.
This time, and it just didn't matter. The ex-EG-IGL.
Oh, man.
Boostio's
3.
Entirely.
Sometimes this is gravity is all you need.
Woo!
7 now for 100 Thieves.
Fast AT. Ooh, double ping. Blind on the neon. Oh, it didn't hit. Okay, doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Instantly trying to get some value out of these cheaper weapons. It blows up in their face.
This was like a force from EG.
Thieves really actively go for that early A fight. It is a dangerous one for them to take.
Odd.
They do an excellent job covering those angles together on the push out. The scaling was nice. Tree being covered. Apoth able to do a lot of damage with that ghost.
Dude, 2v1.
Actually, here, they're going to find the game getting away from him pretty quickly. And Spike will be extracted from Tree.
This could definitely be one.
And over to B, it's going to go here. You can see under these hoping to draw him out with that Stinger. Waiting for a Boostio.
Good bait.
Stone Cold. There's one more round left in the half for EG.
Cryo's been looking pretty decent. He had a good like timing paranoia on a set play for pistol.
When you begin to bring these new compositions,
I think his lurk timings have been.
Goes up in the air a little bit because we essentially saw the 100 Thieves comp.
I'm gonna say his lurks are probably like very orchestrated because they happened in the same way at the same time. So it was readable the second time, but his timing was great the first time.
Really know. So could they turn things around? When the side swap,
like he's just this like fast A take. He's just doing his role really well.
So much util being used here over on the B side of the map. We see a trade of kills there as Boostio's fell. Superman holds it down.
4-on-3.
Some action here though as the Prowler chomps him down. Jorgamo unlikely to get any use out of his hot hand for now. Arsenal has already gotten to top of A. He might have a timing on nature
did
here.
it hit the breach? Yeah, it
Oh,
did.
he has it indeed. Too easy. Cryo overwhelmed.
Uh-oh. 1-on-1.
In there and now he's going to go up against Arsenal. He's good for it. Not a moment too soon, EG. Another flash.
Damn,
another round for them.
And another clutch for the man who went from a substitute to a starter.
I mean, I get it. No, I get it, dude. Like, Peter thought he could have had, like, an unexpected... Like, that's very random, right? Like, he just got the kill Heaven. He's in a one-on-one. That's a hyper-aggressive play he made. And he's kind of anticipating Apoth to be a little sloppy right there, just for the sake of getting to the spike. Because Apoth has a lot to clear. But for some reason, Apoth was very aware of that.
In a moment.
Yeah, it's fine because, yeah, I wouldn't have given him shit if it worked. That's the first place he looks, though. I think the plan, if I'm pretending like I'm Asana and I'm like justifying that play, I think what I'm saying is, let me turn the volume. I'll see if it plays out how I think it does. I think he tried to swing wide into the box so that way he's in the same line as like the drop. All right, let me see. All right. So when he goes like out wide, like in this box, like here, like super wide, I think he's trying to make it so that way on this very wide swing, because he knows this Cypher isn't going to jiggle, right? He also knows the Cypher's crosshair placement would be like along this wall. So he's trying to get as far left as possible while not being there, because it's very easy to clear that and then just move your crosshair left. So he's trying to get in this ang and catch this timing. He wants to take the fight when this guy feels like a lot of time pressure and has to move up fast. And instead of like playing the spike, he thinks this is his best chance at a fight, a 1-to-1 fight. He will be holding the angle. He knows exactly where the player's coming from. He knows exactly how the player has to swing. And so rather than play the spike and try to play time, he decided this was the optimal way to play the round. And I get it. Like, I do get it. I fucking get it big time. Like, honestly, I might make the same play. Like, at 16-7. I think if he's, like, having an average game, I think any player right there would play the util. But even then, like, that is not a guarantee to play the util. There's not many places you can just play the util from and hide in that scenario. You would have to kind of give up a peek at some point, or like peek into a half spike, and who knows how that plays out. So I think that's statistically maybe like one of the better fights. I guess he could have played sound and like looped the pillar. That's what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was dropping and he was just going to listen. And I'm fine with him using no util. Let's get that out the way. Like, I'm fine with no util being used. Like, I think it's fine if he just loops it off of sound, like on tap. He just like keeps going around, because that's very hard to read. And all of a sudden, like, you're gambling like one of 3 spots.
Well prepared for that. Antied their play on C very, very well.
And now we come.
Yeah. Like, I don't think it's as big of a deal as
here on the A side,
people might think.
Just really trying to make sure the way is paved. Young booster here, probably good for a one and done. Has to get rid of the Prowler.
You wait until the last fucking second for that.
For 100 Thieves, they're not really drifting over for this.
Yeah.
And look at his serve position. He knows that no one has actually pushed up further towards stairs from EG.
Yeah, talking about this turret right here, holding this
cross. Slow
cross.
from EG, in fact, really piecemeal in terms of how they've taken this space. But now 100 Thieves are convinced that something is afoot over at A. Something's a little fishy. Buzio here.
Oh, it sees them. They know.
Swing gets him with a paranoia instantly. He's trying to buy time, and buy it well. He's done. Eventually, reinforcements arrive, but not before Superman downs him. And then he drops for a second. Oh, KEG. Here to play.
Oh god, we're going the distance, aren't we?
From upper, and maybe wrapped from stairs.
Booster just swarmed by that cascade of utility from Evil Geniuses. Fantastic sight take.
Last player standing.
Cryo. No more. But if I get one here, it's a second. There's just so much to ask for.
Cryo's playing well today. Oh no.
13 and 7 in this. Oh, nature! Are you kidding? APOS having to shut it down anyway, and EG are on the board here in this second half.
Wow.
Pretty, I don't know, like meticulous take of A.
I mean, I'm not saying it was likely, but there was a world. There was definitely a world. There was definitely a world at that point. They were both there, peaking.
Into paranoia. Boostio did not play the game of Valor in that round at all. Quite clean. At some point in Tree, I saw he had his hand off his mouse. He could have just left it off the mouse the entire round. He didn't have anything to do.
And you don't have to be a liberator to know what Nature's reaction was to that random TP from Cryo catching him off guard. We're going to do it again. Over towards Ago EG now. Anti-eco protocols in place. Somehow even more meticulous than the previous round.
Yeah, the starts are slow. They don't want to give anything away.
Double
for
Guardian, Bulldog
no
buy.
reason against 100 Thieves on this pure eco 5 classics. Nature and APOF, they're the two players that are going to have the ghosts into this round.
Looks like APOT threw it over.
Setting up
Looking
for
at his
paranoia
money.
play is Cryo. To the EG pings on the map around his position.
Yeah, Shroud Seb gets a huge
Crowler
buff.
checks Tree, finds nothing. 100 Thieves are so deep in that side.
It's like it's already pretty hard to hear, but with the white noise.
It's all 5 of them haven't made a sound, and EG, they're going to execute right into this.
Got no choice.
This blind, chat.
In for a penny.
Holy, look at the blinding.
Jaw steps up here on Jaws, found Boostio. Bank had a good time, and noticed when that smoke, he knew someone was waiting on the other side of it. Almost Bank, almost. Brought
Dude,
down
this
by
was
Derek.
a very close round.
Now Cryo can only stand up. Nicely done again, EG. It's step by step. They're not getting ahead of themselves here. This is how they claw back this deficit.
That was as scary as it gets.
You look like you really need to go to the bathroom.
I was getting tense there for EG. I mean, they just did not explore other areas of the map. I mean,
Yeah, better guns, and honestly, easier cooked.
they could have.
They tried to keep it simple for the eco, so I don't expect that to really play out in later rounds, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Specifically Derek, who with those kills
I don't think you see shit that one-dimensional on a full buy. But again, I'll keep an eye on it.
Get him this alt orb on C where they're gaining map control.
So they throw the dive smoke, and he just kind of skirts by it since no one was challenging.
Dips his toe in, says, not for me.
That was fast pressure from him.
Look at this.
There we go. Derek picking that orb up. The lone ult in play.
Fast?
3 drawn across here for 100 Thieves. Even getting EU interested.
Any Bay Area people?
Set up here to play up the C's. Haunt instead is the option.
Where's it at?
Here's that door open.
And you can see Derek immediately. He had his crosshair ready for that. Broke the haunt instant. What? How does APOF find that timing? He was just containing A, and now the hit into C.
With the ghosts. He's just told to go and find whatever he could. And he comes back with Moby Dick. Jogamo here, creating a bit of space now. Bang can't really move from this spot.
How does fucking Uber's brain keep all these references?
Through B, but it's going to be a while before it gets there. A second for Boostio, great anchoring at the back of C here. And EG have to pull out. They know that they have B dead to run.
No way, dude.
Derek's moving the spike into B now.
Should they bounce to the other extremity though?
Wait,
Back to C. It's all been a ruse. He's gonna open the door again though, a little bit frustrating.
Surely not a third. I mean, that would have just been.
He's 25
HP.
Out of control.
Actually, EG decide on this C site. They do have the 2 rifles. Fault line also to play with.
No way, bro. God damn.
Stop,
what the fuck? He's
Nature on the cross as well.
He's cheating.
They had this crossfire. Nature actually pulling off the side here, checking in, coming through from Halls. Oh no, he had that.
Wait,
it's up
this
to
guy.
Derek with 43 points of health now. Only 6 bullets left. Tap away.
Woo!
Has Bang to bring him down.
Oh my god, dude. That was terrifying. And it reminded me that I fucking saved this
God, I
picture.
can't believe what APOF was able
Thank
to
you,
do with the
Shanzo, for
ghost.
killing
I mean,
him.
how does he just swing out?
Holy
Dude,
shit,
Asuna
dude.
like that. Outrageous from him.
God, that was crazy, bro.
Again, Busio was in a situation there, right, where he has to anchor a
I've
side.
never
There's no
seen
pressure that time.
Shanzo look like that. I was like he's just so like
really slows that momentum down for EG. They seem very indecisive.
he's always so
where they would
calm.
land.
And that's how Potter
He's
likes
so
the
calm always.
Sentinels
I've
to
never
play,
seen him like that, like
APOC.
hype
Find
about
those
anything.
Just take the risks, go off your intuition, and that's what he does there. Finding multiple kills, putting economic pressure
So we
on
fake the
100 Thieves.
push
This
here
is
with
an
the dive
eco
smoke
break round for them
behind.
if EG take
He
it.
heard the jump spot, so he pings it.
Make sure. Busio here over on the big side. Wait this one out. Fault line to catch that corner, potentially. But over towards Mao, nothing is revealed with the door opening. Nature peels.
Yo,
off that
I'm
beat and
reading these
still
kids.
on the
They're so
spike. So keep an
pissed.
eye on that breach position.
Read them, you. Yup, read them.
Prowler gets broken. Nature still just steadfast holding B main while the rest of the team work towards C. Push up close, and even APOF exploring towards A right now, trying to get as much control as they
Dude,
can
oh
for their
fuck.
IGL nature to make the right call to hit. APOF goes down to Cryo.
Oh my god, Cryo, that was so insane. I can't believe he was aware and hit it.
Much of that extremity. Okay. EU's been catnipped over towards C.
You are the best player in the world, baby. You are the best player in the world.
They are setting up for this. Bank stun
God.
briefly, very low. Shots come through the wall. Have a good jog for 2.
23.
Can he find more? Cryo seized, very low.
What the
And now
fuck?
Busio needs to make his way through door, but this is extremely telegraphed. Yeah, Jaw sees him for that high ground. and
That's a
it's
good
all up to
line.
Ascent.
God damn, but he's open to everything. Where's
Asuna, who's been the star for the team on this map so far.
they're low, guys? He
Little
can get
slow
this.
to begin the second half. Dominated.
I
well on
believe.
attack.
I believe.
This is too much, surely. Paint shells here, a lot of low-held targets between Jorg and Derek. Satchel.
Oh,
finds
fuck that
Derek.
guy.
Jorg very, very low on the other side. It's a fake Satchel, or maybe intended to bounce it. There's the flash. Jorg had the timing. 4 for the Neon.
Could have gotten awkward with Jaw at such low HP.
Remember,
That little seize from Derek that came in backside onto Cryo that just
decay was
caught him,
so brutal.
stalled his movement just a bit. EG knew they had to accelerate after APOF went down on the opposite side of the map. It was a good execute, and now 100 Thieves' economy is broken. Headed in to the next EG. They're inching closer towards tying this game up.
And now we talked about an eco break round there. Well, EG winning that without a stabilize for a time. Ascent has to play the passive line here alongside EU.
Wait, what, Race?
Again.
What is this?
And for some of these 100 Thieves players, they'd be content if they can just walk away with maybe 1 kill, bang, and boost.
Fuck, bro.
Same for Asuna. We're headed towards a really big round in the next. So many ultimates in play for both
I gotta
teams.
see
Of
something.
course, assuming EG
I gotta
win this,
see
they
something
should.
real
They
quick.
have the gun
If you're rooting
advantage.
for EG,
But 100
can you
Thieves are
guys
stacked up in the right side
say
of the map.
something in chat like I'm rooting for EG or
Has to
something?
tuck at the moment. Relay Bolt didn't catch anything, but Jorg knows something is afoot. Yes, they pinged Asuna out to the box. It goes down. EU steps up, only to be knocked
Great
over.
on, man.
Now we'll encircle tree. Jorg trends over towards that B side. Boostio, you here, hoping for
Ban the EG
evac.
fans. Yeah,
Superman
I'm 1
sent
step
a
ahead.
smoke over
Actually,
to stairs, which will allow EG to
actually
work through the
fucking
baby door
downloaded
into
an
B if
algorithm
necessary, and counter smoke
that-
down now from Cryo.
some script. Yeah, if you responded to that with I'm rooting for EG, you'll be
Just a
banned
bit.
within the next day.
Great
the
information.
Ego Protocol. So patient here from EG, and they're spending
Rest
as
in
well on
piss,
that info.
bozos.
They don't get caught off guard. And it's another 3K
Like this
plus
at
round
all,
for
bro. Dude, it's 8 to 9 now,
Easy.
and they have all the momentum. They have fade all. I don't like where this has
Rooster here
gone.
doesn't have much to do at all. EG going to be able to narrow this down to a 1-round difference.
And despite having that advantage in the round, I do really like that neural theft that APOF threw out. They're in a 5v3, they have better weaponry, but at the time, things were getting very foggy in terms of where they thought some of those 100 Thieves players could be positioned.
What if you
Cryo
love
put down
Derek?
that counter smoke.
Who?
Dodgemo. We may be getting a little too silly. Silly
Who?
levels are reaching max.
Yeah, Boostio out of his seat there, giving Jorgamon a standing ovation. He knew Joel wanted the ace. Always happy to play spoiler. There's our boy. And there it is. After 17 rounds of play, 100 Thieves only lead by a singular round. Again, so methodical. What's this take by EG?
You guys talking about the
No
Overwatch
goodbye.
guy.
Didn't change the approach.
So close.
No, I think I'll root for
You
her
hate to
too,
see
sir.
that. Timeout is going to be taken now. By 100 Thieves, by Coach Zix, by 100 Thieves, by Coach Zix. The ex-coach
I'm
from
so
Evil
sorry,
Geniuses
Derek.
who worked with Potter to win
Derek, I'm so
champions last
sorry.
year.
It's an act, Derek.
That rivalry is
Derek,
it's a
Derek,
new one, but
don't believe it.
There is a lot of mixed
Don't believe
DNA.
it, bro.
yeah,
It's a
the
stream
stories,
persona.
They write themselves mixed
Derek,
DNA.
you're my
The
boy.
stories write themselves. The family tree is crazy.
That's right.
It's a stream persona,
EG
bro.
Bloodline.
And again, we're looking at Potter here, of course, rallying the troops at a one-round deficit. I think the question's been swirling all year. But can she do it again? You know, this time around, she comes in with a...
I'm actually so fucking nervous right now for them, though. I think 100 Thieves are gonna piss the bed, dude. I am so scared. I didn't feel good about this from the get-go, just like I didn't feel good about the NRG game. And look what happened, dude. That was the most heartbreaking loss I think I have ever co-streamed. I can't think of one worse. Actually, the Cove one. That's unironically also happened to some. The Cove loss and that loss, bro. That loss ended their season, their year. Wow. I still can't get over it.
Today for EG, once more. A storyline that's repeated many times over this season. Again, it's pretty tentative on the approach for the Geniuses. Playing with the hot hand Nightfall this round as well. Boostio with the depth.
Oh, the loud fracture versus EDG. Is that what you mean? First line. That was pretty crazy.
He wanted it more, that's for sure. Prowler here, Jorgo sees the ping through the Viper wall, backs up though. Has to respect it. Evil Geniuses has been staved off for now on that
1-5. Peter has ult. Oh god. Woo!
Triple face.
Twizzlers everywhere on the B site. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's way better to be lucky than good, and we were very lucky this round. We were very lucky to win some of these fights and not die.
Hoping to maybe bait something out. Wow, great shot from Nature, but ultimately, truly this won't matter.
How is this the round they win? Oh my god. I felt like they were so out of position.
Competitive round in the next. Ultimates to play off. Nightfall not available anymore. The 100 Thieves have built a huge bank of these abilities. Look out for that showstopper in this round. He was a Nightfall of his own. Ascent, yeah, just really took that fight raw. So vigilant. They're always looking for APOF, 100 Thieves. Always ready for that flank timing mid-round.
But right here, this coming round could be the one that we look back on as the game winner for 100 Thieves. The ultimate's available, the state of the EG economy, it's breakable right now. Nightfall, Showstopper, Lockdown, Viper's Pit, all available to ruin EG's economy, ruin their chances of bringing this Lotus game back. They've been so close to tying it up, but it feels so far away when you look at the state of the economy and ultimates at the moment.
Dude, right, Destra? There's nothing more frustrating when you're fighting someone that's so unaware they're running. You shoot them, you don't hit their head, so it makes them like get aim punch, which makes them stop, and then they one-shot you. It's the worst feeling. Okay, interesting pit. Didn't see it. It does a lot, actually. Okay. I'm normally not a big fan of these pits because there's not many places to hide, and it gives up all the space. You can see they're like right up to the site, covers all the plant spots, but they can get all the space. The one reason why I think I'm okay with it.
That pit's about to come down. Lockdown over on the B side. It is going to affect the players trying to test. See, Jorg has to pull on out of there. Still 3 for EG to work with, but time is ticking. They're running out. At least Nature has a foothold here over on the B side, but he's about to get some company.
You're fucking scrimming, bro.
Cryo throws the paranoia. Somehow he's able
bro,
to get away.
who's the guy?
Reach him. Jorg passes by. He's more than happy to create space with that relay bolt.
No.
Just one will be enough. Just one.
10 seconds left.
2v2.
EG in striking distance. Now in the post plant.
I mean, this is a mad round the world dash. Superman has the angle on Boostio. Will Boostio be prepared for this positioning from Superman? It's so distant from Jojimo. It could come down to 1v1s, pure skill.
Oh, he saw him.
He trusts Jorg. He's going to leave him in that position. Superman now just needs to hold his ground. Will he have a
No.
Yes! Catches ease. He tries to run in. Now it's up to Boostio, who needs to give this one a tap. And Jorg is good for it. EG refused to be broken.
There's just no way they should be winning that round. The patience they displayed over on the C site. Jojimo waiting and waiting. He was seized, he couldn't hear, the nightfall had deafened him. Couldn't see a thing with the pit in front of him.
And he ran the Prowler in.
They waited all out until that Prowler could be used. Lovely
Oh,
kill.
guys, I'm like getting
He
short
makes
of breath.
yourself
I'm getting
heads up.
short of breath.
You know, he's not the guy that's doing most of the fragging.
Woo!
Evil
I don't like
Geniuses.
it.
He's their IGL, but the timing he finds
I don't like
there,
it.
his reaction to that
I don't like the
win
spot they're
tells
in.
the tale of how unlikely it was in that situation. 100 Thieves economy cracked. EG could finally tie up the game. It's been so close for them.
Peter has another
Stacked
ult.
against him and they flip the table instead.
Fuck, please don't use this ult, Peter. Please don't use this ult unless it's like a 3-on-3. I'm begging you to not use this ult right now, Peter. Please. This motherfucker uses ults all the time on Ecos. Please don't do it though this time.
Fantastic first kill from him. Can always trust that FKD stat to be outrageous in his hands when he's playing the Neon.
EG though cut noise, they really back off on this here. Jorgdola, another probe, another attempt, sees the shoulder of Cryo, says, all right, let's chip some bricks. In towards B, it's going to be some attention for Boostio. Stuck around the corner, takes the swing, Jorgdo. Yeah,
Wow.
he paves the way.
Wow, that
Gets
was
that util in first.
that
and
was an
secures
impressive
easy kill
sequence.
at
I'm not gonna
EU.
lie.
Ooh. Yeah, he's
It
out
looked
of his
like
depth
he
here.
was very prepared for a lot of different scenarios. I don't know how you kill him
We
here.
have in America's Judgment is
Wow.
right up there at the top of the list. What we've seen him do with this new
That was
agent
crazy by Jaw, yeah.
post that recent buff.
Yeah, right? No, I'm glad you guys think the same. It was one kill against the guy with the sheriff, but I think we all know that if we were that guy with the sheriff, we would be like,
The utility with the movement to make it look this good. In the
That's
wrong
literally the caught,
hands,
bro.
You could just be throwing your life away.
Oh, I don't really
You know,
care.
looking like a
Garrus?
fool in some of these situations, but
I don't really correct people.
not
So.
him.
No, I mean,
Never him.
he's always doing so much more than just creating space and getting traded on this Neon. It was almost cyclical, right? A couple of prods over towards that A site, and then a very quick snap in towards B where Boostio was always going to be struggling. Overran him very quickly. So now the game
I felt like if I cared about it a lot, like I used to be like, oh, it's probably Garrus or blah, blah, blah. And then it's just like, dude, if I cared about that, I made it my alias. People are going to get it wrong. And if I cared, then I would live a very frustrated life. That's just it's just whatever, bro. And same thing with my first name is Sean, but it's spelled S-E-A-N. And I literally had teachers growing up that would be like, Scene? But bro. So I just don't care.
16. The top of the leaderboard in the server.
0-7 to 20-16.
Mental.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sword cuts
all
both
that
ways.
said,
This time at least Jorg has it leveled at the throat of 100
our girls
Thieves.
were asked what their last name was, and they just fucking
We'll have that rolling
mod
thunder for
checked
nature
about
as
like a week
well.
ago. I was like, bro, how do you know your
Making
mom's
both sides.
phone number?
Might have to give up some space.
How do you know
in this
all this
round.
shit, but you don't know your last name?
Here's your round 21, folks. Over towards C.
Bro, it blew my mind. I was like,
Are aimed.
they're so
You
smart.
see Nature has that fault line towards B. It's ready. You can see even on the left him straight. It bang, there it is, and it forces him back. That's mound control.
Yo,
Evil
he's
Geniuses
just having
early
fun.
into this round. Even the door pressure just alluding to some presence.
Can we take his fun
in
away?
B main. 100 Thieves already. They're feeling the pressure. But two little areas of the map. Two important areas of the map, though.
They have a turret at B at least. 100 Thieves know if someone is actually committing there properly. Jorg here again just wants to pull people out of position.
Matter of fact, EU actually prowled through B main. Didn't see anyone, so that's no longer a concern, at least momentarily, for the 100 Thieves defense.
Means he's safe to drift in the waterfall direction.
They got the
outpost to
read.
That C site further.
Showstopper getting close, chat.
But if they bolster this site too heavily,
This
if they
breach
stack
ult
it
with the
too heavily,
fucking
Nature's
neon
Thunder
could
will
go
get
wild,
maximum value.
though.
Do
That's
they drop
They're
it
gonna fight
like
this. They're gonna go for it. There's the Prowler. It's beautiful. Bang it in. Deliver. Good for 3.
Oh, bro, it's amazing. Oh my god, it's so good.
What a pace variation behind the
I'm
Thieves.
reading these kids, they're so pissed.
Yeah. EG
Oh, bro.
30
It's
seconds
risky,
left.
it's confident, and it works out. A great call from Boostio, perhaps, or one of those players stacked up there, just having a feeling, knowing that they could take those swings and win out the round because of it.
Didn't
Just a
even use the
simple orb drop,
showstopper.
bringing the game back to its roots, nothing complex. And they caught them at the perfect time. You could see
That's a
Nature was
very
ready with
big
that
balls
rolling
call.
thunder. They were ready to
I
execute
agree.
completely.
That's a very big balls type call. But the three people here, that's pretty insane. hypothetically speaking, though, if the breach isn't there and the breach is like to the right and just pops that breach ult, that's a different story, though. That's a story for another day. We're not in that world.
Timeouts in this game. They're just going back and forth. A testament to how tense this moment is for both of them. How much is on the line. The entirety of playoffs.
It would, yeah. It would have been a Jogamo highlight reel in that world.
This is it for them. They need to make playoffs and they need to get top 3 in it. For Potter, for Jogamo to go back to champions, or it's over for them.
Yeah, today just one step in a long road. It's been one trod by many of these players before. It's all about first achieving supremacy in the home region to have a shot at international glory.
One thing 100 Thieves haven't really done on this defense that I'm surprised by is ever bringing out the Odin. It's not been a part of their game plan. We haven't seen that towards Tree, and that in some situations will allow EG to get ult orbs more easily over on that side of the map. Popped to mind because Derek has won off that Nightfall again. He's had several of them in this game. They've really been prioritizing him getting access to those.
Give you more power. I didn't know what you're talking about.
Again. They've already done that a couple times earlier in this half.
Some stuff.
And again, they're always
I think I might have got.
This one's gonna force.
I think my Epic Pen got hacked just now.
Apop containing towards A.
I had to restart the app. I don't know what happened. Wasn't working for the last like minute or so.
Later on, getting caught out completely.
He's getting doubled up on by Cryo and Ascent. That is just how many resources 100 Thieves are willing to commit to keeping this Cypher quiet. Are they going to walk up on this? Okay, swing again. Much like the previous round, force out the poison orb. This time Nature clears the turret over a beat, but there are actually bodies there to check for a walk up.
It's definitely some kind of read to like tuck Boostio in this corner, chat. It's definitely some kind of play. They've been doing it a lot. Leader's still far away. Will Omen ult away? If so, does this Cypher lurk become active? There's a lot of ways this round can play out for you.
Apop still getting 2v1'd, and here comes Jorg almost straight into the site. You're going to be stunned up.
Wait, hold on to the breach roll.
Jorg further.
Oh my god, it's not left! What a fucking shot!
Secures the trade. Now 3 players coming in from Waterfall for 100 Thieves, and Superman will be seized to the spot. It's an easy connect for Asuna.
3 on 3 though.
Now though, EG very
Apop on the B flank.
And again, Apop, as you know, has a flank timing. In EU is ready.
Yo, I'm reading these kids. They're so pissed.
Now Derek and Nature on the outside looking in. But Asuna got the defuse anyway. 100 Thieves break. 2 rounds to the lead.
Oh my god, you so aware.
Superman did all he could, getting that trade for Jogamo, who extended so deep backside, so heads up for
what a read, bro.
Look at that catch, the freest kill for him. This second from Superman is outrageous though, onto Boostio. But Asuna's creating that space, getting back in with the showstopper. That puts them in position to win it. These 100 Thieves players are looking so much better fundamentally. They are playing.
I would let this man top.
Cohesively than they have so far in stage 2. They're getting back to that form that we saw, that elite form.
Anyone that could throw Fade Util that good can fucking definitely control my life.
Okay, we're just walking across hairs these days, apparently. PG trying to contact.
I told you guys, bro, they keep setting up this spot. They keep setting up this spot. Oh my god, dude. It worked. Holy fuck.
And at this point, what can EG even do in the
They've been setting that shit up for a long time.
Play for retake with this Nightfall.
Oh my god.
Alarmbot gets some info on C. They're even drifting there already.
I'm so glad we noticed that last round.
Derek's just trying to let them know, hey guys, we're here. I
dodge
swear.
that? Yeah, he did
the other
dodge that.
2, Nature, Superman, working towards A, seeing if they can expose some hole in the defense of 100
Okay,
Thieves.
decent crossfire, I
He's
guess.
got no interest in giving them anything. He's happy to be a role player.
I can tell Asuna does not feel comfortable here. I wish he would just leave the B side because of that.
Now Pralo for EU, very illuminating. Cryo gets brought down. That was the A anchor play.
I don't.
Now the Nightfall with Super brings Asuna down, and we are even, folks.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
EG still a couple of steps from this site, and EU's gonna get embedded. He'll lie in wait.
Superman has that paranoia available. Teleporting in as well.
He still
2v2.
gets his one. Now
Oh my god.
drop his bang.
Remaining.
It's Derek versus 2. Derek against his old team.
Woo!
Done.
Jonzo. Oh my god.
They brought the heat today. What a way to start
Holy
the series.
fuck.
Guess what map's next? One they're happy to see.
Absolutely. What a performance from Arsenal. That first half was going crazy. Finished it at 16-8. Giorgio tried his best to put on the same performance, but just couldn't quite do it. That first half, that attacking half from 100 Thieves was just elite play. I mean, look at that right there. Trying to trade onto Arsenal, he just can't do it.
I thought they were gonna throw
The
that around.
showstopper's
Chat.
connecting every single one. He got a kill.
And the wildcard element of APOC shut down so often on this map. The secret weapon for EG that constantly throws people off their timings, has them looking over their shoulder, wasn't able to be a factor. 100 Thieves worked him and priced him into their gameplay. We're going to step away for a second. Next, Golden Boy and the Alistair's going to break down this first map.
Remaining.
Sean Gares is short. Goodbye. Sean Gares is short. He goes up to like here on me, I think. He has to look up to look into my eyes. Okay, goodbye.
Well, it's just so. What an outrageous. I still can't get over that he ended his stream like that day.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Damn, I don't know. I saved a video that was a banger, but I can't find it. What is this video? Oh, it's the Valen video. I'm like, bro, what are some of these? Oh, Paula.
Gonna bounce back, or Vitality got this in two.
Actually, the matchup is just so close. I have no fucking idea, to be honest. I've seen such great Counter-Strike. I don't know if that's PG, but I've legit got a boner.
Right, okay, with that being said, I think it's time to head back to the desk. Can I hear you?
Make some noise! Bro, esports is fucking is the gift that keeps on giving. I swear to God, dude. Can I hear you make some noise? No, I didn't, Adeline. Oh, there's a... Oh. Here's a good one I got, but I can't show that one.
But Arsenal finds the
Through at any point, and time now, and it is finally there. Ham on the board, maybe a chance of Kawasi, but he's got too much to account for, too much to deal with.
Standing here with Coach Zix, congratulations on that first win on Lotus. I wanted to ask you some insights on that map. Why did you let it float through? Because this was a big loss against Sentinels back in stage 1 at kickoff.
Oh wait, you mean in the best of 3? No,
during Shanghai.
Sorry.
We To be honest, we just didn't like Sunset.
We're going by now.
I mean, Lotus was a map, honestly, that we were good on in the past, but that we felt we needed a comp change. I feel comfortable sharing that now, but yeah, we felt we needed a comp change, but with so little time, we felt like because we had an open, like we didn't permaban anything at the time, we just decided, why not just permaban it?
Chat, this feels so good to get this one.
Definitely felt very good.
This
and
is their
looked
Lotus.
Good today. A lot in part because of our antis and a lot of.
I mean,
honestly,
it hasn't been good.
Watching their VODs, like we learned a lot.
Not been very good. This is last year though, so.
So big props to them, big shout out to them. But yeah, it was a very good match from us.
Denji.
Hopefully continues for map 2.
What's that?
Hopefully it does continue. Congratulations and good luck on Bind.
Thank you so much, Vansili, for that extra insight. Thanks
I'm not gonna lie, Zix did turn around Ascent.
100 Thieves pick up the win on EG's pick of Lotus, 13-10. And there were so many things you...
Like, I definitely don't, even though this iteration of 100 Thieves has looked all right on Ascent, I definitely do not feel comfortable seeing them there. Like, I definitely, like, I have some scars here. Like, I have some traumas that have not been dealt with when it comes to 100 Thieves Ascent. Like, bro, they just didn't win for so goddamn long. So long. It's just ridiculous. Bro, they literally didn't win Ascent until April 22nd of this year, from when I coached the fucking team in 2022. This was the LCQ run. So they literally went a full fucking year of Valorant without winning on the most basic map, bro. That is crazy. That's crazy to go a whole year.
Terra, even though they weren't able to pick up the dub.
Yeah, he started off 0-7 and then brought back with
I just want to see them win on Bind, bro. They just got to
together all these kills and bring momentum into the next half, where he honestly ended up popping off. He ended the first half, what, like 6-11 or 7-11, and brought it back to being positive, which is ridiculous.
And you see how much impact he has on the attacking side.
Yeah, but the map being basic makes it complex. You have to outthink everybody. Not necessarily, unless you were like comp switching or stuff like that. What Ascent is like to me is like Counter-Strike. Now that's changing a little bit now that we're seeing all these deadlocks and more ciphers and shit. But when it was like that year, when it was just default comp, it's who makes the least mistakes. It's, can we do this strat and maintain good spacing so that way if you're aware, we understand that this is just like, you know, like we're going to force you into like a 2-1-2 in this 3-lane map. Wait, let's listen to this.
100 Thieves, and I feel like this has got to be difficult because you're playing against your ex-coach, Zix. So does that make the preparation a lot harder going into this game?
Not really. For us, we've been focusing hard on ourselves and just
the
going
curse
back
word
and
chat.
fixing
She
our
didn't
own
win the
mistakes.
round after the
It is
timeout, huh?
unfortunate. I feel like we could have closed that Lotus out. I'm proud of the guys for the comeback that we had, and that means a lot coming into maps 2 and 3.
Well, hopefully we'll see that for sure. Good luck, Potter.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
All right, so you got some optimism there.
The fuck was that kind of confidence? Fuck up out of here. Fuck up out of here with that confidence.
The stakes of this matchup, if you're just joining us, we have one spot left in the playoffs here, VCT Americas, and one of these two teams is going to claim that spot.
I actually love Potter so much, dude. Oh my god. I love how she seems so much more like confident this year. I love it. I actually love seeing her like that. Yeah.
Played, they debuted a new comp, pulling out the Omen on this map, and I think they looked great. The ideas they had to take different parts of the map with various Omen one-ways, scale off that, and then have these really powerful hits helped out by the Omen TPing in and Paranoias as well.
Straight to me.
Great.
It was really interesting because they'd use those one-ways on the teleporters, right? On the doors there, so that they could never get crunched on when they were trying to exec into a site. Now that said, what we heard Zix talking about already on Lotus was like, hey, they came in, they did their antes. You saw that, yeah, they got burned the one time by A+, like ghost double dinked. But after that, like EU's like trained watching the flanks, so not letting that come through. So I am really curious what 100 Thieves antes are going to be coming into this bind map against that one-way, you know, double smoke thing that they've already seen.
Yeah, of course. Now, we do want to let everyone know, quick delay on stage. We're going to get everything sorted, and then we'll jump into the action as soon as possible. Thank you so much for bearing with us. But to continue the conversation, though, something you had said, Mimi, about, you know, how this EG team has really improved their play on Bind. But is it enough? Do you feel like, because, I mean, Bind, 100 Thieves, it's like peanut butter and
My
jelly. It feels like it
ADD just
goes
went
hand in hand with one
fucking
another, you know?
crazy.
I think a lot of this comes down to how good the prep is for 100 Thieves. We haven't seen a team beat this comp yet. So they're kind of in the unique position where they're the squad who has to really figure out what are the weaknesses.
Chet takes the timeout at 12:05 to talk to FNS. I don't want it. I don't want it. Lose all 9 in a row. I don't fucking care. See it in 2025. It's just...
like to play Bind on defense.
I will
is they'll
not.
Fight
I cannot.
The teleporters. So they'll fight like A short to TP through into hookah. They'll fight for B long to get the fast TPs onto the other lane. I think it might be possible that 100 Thieves shift their play a little bit more, play heavier actually inside hookah itself to lock that down, and fight heavier over showers from the actual showers position.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to talk about, you know, the attacking side approach for 100 Thieves, something that they're really good at doing is splitting sites and just util bombing back site. But what are you going to do now that there's
Pushing
a
up on
one-way
the A main
knockdown, there's a
one-way?
one-way in showers, right? And
I think it's a very risky play in a half that's already defender-sided, and you'd probably have to have some kind of information ahead of time or reasoning for doing that play. There's a question of like pushing up past the A main one way.
To actually scale and take this space in
Not
long.
saying it's
I
like
think playing against this
horrible,
Omen
it should
comp
never be
does
done,
necessitate
but
a slower game plan on
you
your
gotta just pick
attacking
and choose your
side,
spots
which
or
I feel like
something like
Busio is good for.
Yeah, and that will be certainly a challenge for
Eric,
Busio.
I had a
as
bad
we get
last year.
ready
Can you help
for
me out
Bind.
here?
And, he stood up again. That will be number 6 or 7. I'm keeping the tally correctly. No, I'm pretty sure. I've been keeping track. I think it might be 5 or 6. 6, 7 might be troll. It's one of those 3 numbers there. But of course, there's a lot of pressure for both of these teams, as we had set that stage beforehand for EG and 100 Thieves. There's so much happening here as well. The dynamics between the players on each side. Busio and Zix being a part of the championship EG roster last year, and then moving to 100 Thieves, trying to give themselves, you know, an opportunity to really, I guess, shine outside of the EG camp.
It's very true. Honestly, like, you're setting up a beautiful story, but I'm seeing something very different for EG.
What do you see?
They're off the Omen.
Oh,
no. I'm seeing a Viper.
Is that why you had your eyes trained to the screen?
Yeah, I'm right up on the screen there, trying to see what's going on.
All right, well, let's see what we got here.
Oh, wait, me when I lie.
And you are a dirty liar. All right, well, you make sure you're paying attention, viewers. All right, there you go. The agent's locked in.
100 Thieves don't go back to the comp. They've always been playing on this map.
I saw.
I will. Strong word, Christian.
Wait,
I think really big strengths for this one is you have a lot of initiator utility to in the mid round re-clear these longs, the long and on the other side towards showers to be able to take that space in the mid round once those one ways are down. I think though for 100 Thieves they're going to be a lot stronger on that attacking side, and I think the
okay, we're good.
Strong there.
I thought I saw something very different. Holy shit!
Well, let's see if 100 Thieves can close.
I thought I saw something very different. Wait.
That map 3 because you know they desperately need to. Let's go ahead and send it back over to your casters for this one. It's Uber and Wyatt yet again.
Let's go!
That's bangs, that.
Second map with already 1 under their belt. It's Bind. A map
Oh, so they did.
Is kind of the ones that drew up the blueprint.
I thought our comp was this comp. I'm not gonna lie, I thought our comp was that comp. Holy fuck.
Until recently, Lev were able to do that task exactly just a couple weeks ago on this map.
Comp as well. They used it against them.
They ripped it from them and beat them with it. 100 Thieves in that game looked before Lost than I've really ever seen them on by.
What would I said if that was the case? I don't know. I would have been a little bit nervous because
sometimes outpacing their own utility, overextending and dying.
they've looked so good with this comp. I would have been nervous about them switching up and going Sky. I don't think Sky is the play. I'm gonna say that.
It's an excellent comp.
But
They're excellent here.
They 100% have counter strat.
But they need to execute it better than they did against Leviathan to beat a formidable EG.
So far, they've shaped up in a big way on Lotus, a map we hadn't seen from them in a while, but now on Bind, it's familiar territory.
They know, by the way, to throw this Brim smoke, that the Brim has to be pretty close.
Okay, here comes that flash. Followed up by the wingman. Arthano has an off angle, and he makes good use of it here. Doesn't back away to the TP. He's good for the fight. He'll take 2.
That was so big that he got that paint shell off and got the kill ahead.
I love to play players in that teleporter corner. Sometimes it's Austin, a lot of times it'll be Bang. And somehow they're always able to get kills there.
Tight little off angle, right?
Yeah, they're so effective at baiting attention, drawing it from the attackers towards that octagon side, making it free.
Yeah, you heard that pick up.
To get at least
Surely they're communicating that.
They turn Apoth. Tall task here.
Boostio looks like he's almost smiling from the corners of his mouth, playing that position with the shorty. Here's the plant by Triple. We'll have the TP play for EU. He's on his way to be met by Apoth instantly. He knows all about flanking and how to counter it.
Apoth will be the one to win this round if EG can somehow bring this back.
Wow. You gotta be kidding me, bro.
Yes, Snakebite keeps him at bay for now, but Bang has an awkward situation to work with. 1 versus 1, and Apoth will be canning about this. He swings it. Bang
Fuck.
Speed from the stem.
Fuck.
Bites him away.
He didn't even get half yet.
He's too fast. Now Suspend through the wall, gets it to half. Apoth thinks about it now, finally peeks out, but oh, he's too good for this. Oh, he's too good. Bang gets his head ripped clean off. And EG with a nail-biting pistol.
Oh, there's no world where they should be winning that. Just that bit of health.
I know this is outrageous. But I truly do think that Boostio dropping his classic and picking up that shorty was actually very pivotal to how that all just played out. Like, it let them know that there was a guy inside U-Haul that was not going to ever peek them. And then it allowed them to just walk over here together and clear this out effortlessly and then set up that post. Now, I also think it was a problem that EU solo TP and did that play. Like,
all the way up along
there's a lot of problems, actually. Like, Boostio's death was pretty bad.
Jump spotting, so it's going to force some of that information utility to have to come out.
Like, oh, bro, they fucking really pissed that 4v2
They really
away.
syncopate their aggression towards B. They don't push up into Hookah at all. And they're just contacting this.
Like,
a couple shots here. Dizzy comes out.
in a 4-on-2, Boostio just needs to not give away his spot. Like, info, bro, we don't need that info. You don't need to be jump spotting. You don't need to be dropping your gun and shit. Just fucking sit in a corner.
First map, Lotus, it was EG that were down trying to claw back.
If you want to just hold an info line, do that. But don't fucking make noise and give away your spot.
Force some
What's the point?
uncomfortable decisions for 100 Thieves to have to make in tight economy rounds. That was always
Because here's the thing about making noise in that 4-on-2. If you make noise in that 4-on-2, I know this sounds crazy, but you better be willing to fucking peak. Like, because everyone at the S tier level knows that if you're making noise in that 4-on-2, you don't want to be the guy that dies and looks like a fucking idiot. So Boostio, after he makes that noise, it's almost like obvious he's not going to swing. Like, he would never swing that in that scenario. And, you know, this is where, like, the experience kicks in. Like, in a round like that, where an experienced team will just abuse that really hard. He did get spotted in U-Haul, yeah, but he could have just walked away. Could have went to backside. He could have literally hid in the corner with his shorty out. He could have done a lot of things. But he opted to, like, stay in there.
And they're up against a team
and he didn't need to do that.
Shanghai that didn't have the time
and then he
to
picked up the shorty.
invent themselves in a new way after. They're playing the standard stuff. They're playing
like,
what
no
they
one
have in the
drops, like,
past.
their pistol inside U-Haul on
mountain,
pistol
everyone
round.
is watching them on body, watching this comp. Everyone is going to learn how to counter it, how to anti their setups.
Until people are doing that shit as fakes across all the games, Which they might now that I'm talking like this, but like, it might become a good fake. Wow. Good hold. Good hold. Holy shit, no plan even.
100 Thieves establish themselves in this game.
Yeah, and just like that, swatted down by a simple but effective crossfire on the B site. You can see the pathing that Jojimo wanted to go for. Throwing that nade on the right side, back tube, satcheling to the left with the dizzy up, hoping
what's the
that
bet,
would be pushed into him right there, Boostio, but Boostio was not blinded. Able to get that clean kill.
Wait, haunt on the rotate, dude.
That counter dizzy timing on Jorgamo really messed him up.
Having that haunt there on the rotate with smokes up.
The bonus, though. Here's the full buy for EG.
Hello? Okay.
They have that thrash for Derek. Could be pivotal.
On this A side, we see Cryo, who loves to swing his own smokes quite often. Thrash
gets to his target. Arsenal has to get busy with it. Bro, wait, what was Boostio looking at?
Just rips through.
What was Boostio looking at to not help?
You can't allow that thrash to connect, and not in a setup like that. A high-low,
what just happened?
Tragic for 100 Thieves.
Oh, it's an unmitigated disaster, Wyatt. Make no mistake. 100 Thieves win against that bonus, and now a shaky economy is about to get dashed.
They have to save these rifles. They will have a buy into.
I'm gonna quickly like. Oh,
no option.
That was geek to sneak fast like a NASCAR. I was gonna play that earlier when Neon was running around when I said the Bay Area comment, but I couldn't find the line in the song, so I just said fuck it.
A swiftness up short, and then at the same time too.
I used to love Bay Area music.
New Nature was clearing out showers with the trail.
Like, what is Boostio doing? Why? What is Boostio doing, dude?
They went down when they
what the fuck?
Cryo, I think.
It's going to be a consistent battle against EU in the showers area of the map. Oh, wow, bang. Okay, able to hold that rifle.
Great way to keep it lit on the economy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, throwing away 3 for EG is very significant.
Here it is. Oh, Jorg makes a perfect decision. Knows that Arsene is the undetained player. Yeah, some big multi-kill scenarios in that last round.
Here's the thing, with that 3K from Jaw, he's now got the showstopper. If they want to continue
Boostio, what were you looking at?
Pace that they're on, go for another fast
that's not the right Boostio
is
picture.
the perfect tool to do it.
Where's the right Boostio picture?
Same mosh here. Designed for Octagon. Obviously the one way also being committed there. It's the most important part of the Thieves, I have to say. That B long spot, they've been forced off of it the last few rounds. Cheeky, all too cheeky. Bang's been rock solid.
We see this a lot, by the way, with the double controllers, the one-ways on the teleporter.
For Apoth, honestly, just because of the one-way from Soup and then, you know, not able to get a great angle there.
One smoke.
He wanted to challenge it.
This is blind.
Bang's still very healthy here. Ready to hold down.
They have Gecko Flash right here. There we go.
Some help from him in a moment. Bang's good for the one. And here comes Jaw. No connection. Boostio just having to get away from the explosion. Now the Nightfall defensively. EU ready to hold his ground. Little wingman action. EU playing close. Jaw got smashed. Super very, very low. And yeah, little spray down from EU is pretty good for Derek. The last action didn't last much longer.
I don't know how Boostio. I feel like Boostio's pathing is what made him live right there, yeah? I feel like if he took that pathing wide at all, he would have died. 100%, right? Like, he tucked super hard left on the jump back into elbow. And I feel like if he didn't do that, he was 100% dead to that showstopper.
End up really getting much
I still thought it should have killed him, to be honest.
I do know that he's an incredibly talented Viper player.
Let me see.
Anchoring specifically. There's just certain areas of each map. Like if you're on Icebox, you know he's going to be towards B main. He's going to be a rock there. And I associate him in the same way with B on this map, playing towards long.
Cryo's been rotated over to the B side.
Here we go. While we have a couple seconds, you can see like his pathing on like the way out.
Funnel EG to the extremities. In this case,
so he jumps around this corner and he literally like hugs hard left. And the rockets, obviously, it's not going to catch him there because it's going to hit the back wall unless he splashes on the ground.
Derek going to collect another orb, work towards another thrash as fast as possible.
It's just really good pathing.
Get those easy plants with the wingman.
Hold up, chat. I got to refill up. I'm kind of running low on plastics. Got this fair life.
Have obviously 2 players inserted towards that shower's exit, and they may look to test this pit with the Trailblazer.
Yeah, and Derek just got a little exchange, picks up with the spike there as the Trailblazer. Nicely done from Bang. Good movement.
Ascent steps ahead of the smoke here. He knows the hit's about to come in. Here comes Jaw. Bucky in hand.
Oh.
Ascent takes him down with a paint shell. Bang in front of the TP. Emerges from the Viper spin at just the right time.
Amazing hold.
AG aren't cooking anything.
That was like one of the best Viper pit holds I've seen in a long time.
Locked down from 100 Thieves. And
Oh, I
in a
love
small
Ube.
way, but in a fairly significant way, you're seeing the repercussions.
I actually have
of
Ube
Bang's
ice cream in the fridge
3K
right now.
in the post round a couple rounds ago when they were trying to take his rifle away. But he actually
But
gets 3 because
actually
of it.
don't really like the
Got
ice
to the
cream
Viper's
very
pit
much,
sooner,
truthfully.
able to use it earlier in the half, and forcing EG in this tough economic situation. Small things add up, and that made a significant difference.
Big round for Bang. Another one. Multiple 3Ks he's been able to string together. Now EG pretty unsuccessful in that previous round, but only had a Bucky and a bunch of pistols to play with. This time buying in.
All right.
Around the orbital strike of Apoth, of course, they do have Seekers to play with.
100 Thieves have settled in quite nicely after pistol. Wait. Okay.
The lead in this round, it's 3 apiece.
We're really going to need to see EG on this attack do a more comprehensive job of clearing out B long. They've succumbed to players tucked in the corner. Bang on the previous.
Bro, you know what I think of whenever I do that, by the way? Think of this movie. Half faked, bro.
No. 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 Devil man. Devil 666, the mark of the beast. No.
That movie's so fucking funny, dude.
Give it up.
Okay.
The one way from EG breaks up the crossfire from the TP cubby and octagon crossfire that 100 Thieves like to put together. So that means that Bang is forced to play back within octagon or even fall back.
All
from
right,
that.
that's good. Actually, he got full shower control, very free.
Is that one way again from Superman? He was pushed up
Yeah, that's a steal, dude. Getting that orb like that.
Shower.
No
Because of that,
smoke.
Look at the rotation top map. That's going to be Cryo working close.
We're doing a great job of washing out these one ways, by the
So much
way.
space been forward. We'll still check this off corner. Apoth this time doesn't challenge the one way.
Okay, one way. The TP that allows the race to work hookah and feel pretty safe about it.
Taken by EG. They're now set up in octagon.
Look at Apoth. He has his ultimate. Could be a moment to place and get a kill, but it's actually Superman
top
cross
truck
map.
kill.
Deals with Asuna somehow.
Top truck.
Superman has ultimate available. That TP
Oh, just playing like the dead zone right here in the middle.
The Omen smokes on this side if they want to be able to get behind them, but they have to slow this up. Here comes that TP play now. The drag of the rotations over towards A. Guiding light catches EU.
You passed over here. Could haunt right here on the ground. Damn, so close. Prowlers through you. Cleared out super fast.
Brought down before he found his mark. Oh, this is
no.
ugly. Oh, it's dirty. 100 Thieves try to challenge into U-Haul, but EG had it locked down.
Did the Prowler like not
A
detect?
bit deeper into the site. Great call as well. TPing at the perfect time off the Trailblazers. A nicely done round from Nature. The IGL new to the partnership.
Oh, what? I mean, that singular one way they're throwing over towards Octagon is pulling Cryo out of position, making that TP rotation all the more viable. Axe.
Nice, guys. Good job. Good job.
Bringing a lot of the energy to the team as well. It's a tough task in front of him. Going up against the world champion IGL
double
and
work on
Boostio. This is a
short.
level of play that
I
Nature
think
has not found himself at just yet.
for them
He's
to have
risen-
this
he has
base setup,
absolutely risen to the occasion this
I'm
year in
expecting them to pivot
His
back
first
to
time
A
in the
here.
league.
Like they could put a lot of
But this is
pressure
the
and then
final test
TP
for him. They need this win
and end up in a
to
shower
make it into the
split.
playoffs.
The Omen could blind
Do or
that
die. So much pressure
potentially
on these
too.
young EG players.
It's got to be this map,
And I peeled off.
and it's got to be the next one as well.
So these are the smokes that the Omen's throwing, by the way, that are very good. One wing long corner, one wing TP, one wing this corner, and probably will one way that TP exit as well. There's also some other really solid ones too, but those are the main ones right now that Superman is throwing. It's a lot of like additional flair to the hits. It allows them to smoke like this with Brim, and then clear Octagon. Oh my god. Holy fuck, great util. Good job backing out. 4 and 3.
EG completely shattered on that B long position. Superman again has been ranging far and wide because that ultimate is available. Trying to dig something out.
30 seconds
Maybe
left.
Could find a timing here on Boostio. Maybe can isolate a 1v1 and teleport back to his teammates in Hookah.
There's no fast rotation though for the B-side players. They can't go through TP from Hookah.
He just spotted both elbow, dude.
It's like Superman checked elbow there and cancelled, so he is raising.
What is that? How did they just get the kills? Dropping out of Hookah?
Just exploded out of Hookah.
That shouldn't be able to happen.
The double
This is
face
a
for 100
fucking
Thieves. I guess they were
excellent
vulnerable
play.
to it, stacked up an elbow the way they were. And now it's up to Cryo, who we have hardly spoken of in this game. He's been caught swinging between the two sides like a pendulum, getting pulled out of position.
That was an
Now he has
insane
to pull it
mid-round.
together for the Thieves.
Launching smoke.
And frankly, it's 100 Thieves right now playing a better game, but it's the EG players making miracles happen.
Nice try.
That's one. Derek here tests Cryo, now starting to run out of that buffer. Time is ticking. Superman shows himself, then backs away. Cryo, no other option but to go for it here. On the defuse, and Derek says no.
100 Thieves have been displaying.
That was an insane mid-round.
And backs away, Cryo.
Let me see. Pulling it up. Okay, so the way they just won that was incredible. I was wondering where he was going to ult, right? He waits till they group up. He says, all right, I'm going to clear your elbow. My smokes, he can't even smoke that far. So, like, this is the only way for them to clear elbow from this situation.
There's no fast rotation.
And if he sees, like, a lot, like, not something good, honestly, they could easily just come back and run it down.
They can't go through TP.
But he spots their elbow, which then gives him an insane fucking lurk spot. Like, that is such a powerful fucking play he made right there with that ult. Dude, because even if they don't get the elbow kills, I guarantee you he gets kills on the A players. I think even if they killed Jaw, the way he created the space with the satchel, like, was great. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think that was an incredible play.
Frags. In their last game on Bind, he lit the world on fire against Furia. Absolutely torched the Brazilian side. They could never shut him down. He's been outrageous in stage 2. His KD well over 1, putting up insane numbers. Another rookie to the league who's been playing the game for years, since the beginning, since 2020, but has never found an opportunity to shine on the world
Here's
stage.
the one way for
top tier
Showers.
team here in the Americas, and now finally has his chance and is proving his worth every single map.
100 Thieves here, stack 3 at the back of A. Brief cursory look over towards Showers, but nothing more. Trailblazer looking at
Grimwall
Jim
backside.
There's the molly to try and catch them coming down short, but EG are ready for it. Superman's already been able to wrap around. What a timing he found.
3v3.
He's going to be forced back by the Dizzy, and Super's waiting for him. He is in the cookie jar, in the worst way possible, and nobody can stand against
That
him.
was a very impressive sight take.
Rushing out of shower there. 100 Thieves completely overwhelmed by the pace of EG.
I don't think they could have played the site like that, dude. They needed to contest the early ground or play passive. They tried to just play the middle ground against that hit.
Laid down, doesn't have a care in the world.
There's no way they were holding the middle ground against that hit.
So Bang, yeah, not even going to attempt to go for this. Going to bring that Phantom into the next. It's been so back and forth. Yet somehow EG have come away with this massive lead. Every single round has come down to the wire. Except really for this one,
I think the pace of the hit also caught 100 Thieves off guard. Like, you guys know, I showed you earlier, like, the one ways that Omen likes throwing, and I put this one in there. Almost always, when I see these double controller Omen comps go shower, they use this one way. But they didn't this time. They used this one way, and he TP'd to it. And they kind of just dry walked up. And I think the timing of the whole thing really caught 100 Thieves off guard. Like, they were kind of aware it could happen, but they didn't think it could. Like, they didn't think it would. That was fucking insane by EG.
It's like they're doing everything right and still
Back-to-back
can't get the dub.
rounds.
A new look here from 100 Thieves as they go for some very proactive shower control. A deep pawn doesn't get broken, so that offers some nice information. As the opposite side, they were standing towards B long. It looked like if they needed to, if they wanted to, perhaps could have gone for an aggressive play
with
through
the
the
one way on
teleporter,
TP.
but doesn't come to fruition.
We're back to this crossfire here at the top of B long for 100 Thieves. Haven't seen this since the pistol, I want to say.
Again, listen, when you're up against 100 Thieves, you've got to know they love playing that little crossfire at the teleport. They do it constantly over at B.
He's going to force the use of some util to check that left side.
Dude, he's cruising.
Apoth has a look. Now Octagon control and
just refreshing that
there's actually
smoke.
some presence here in Hookah. Something we haven't seen from EG now. They're going to split onto this B side.
Which is that?
Oh, Ascent gets chomped to bits. Apoth very much ready to capitalize here. And look at the rush! He's taken! Heads are rolling! There's only two and guess what?
Holy fuck,
on his way to the side. Shoulder the pickaxe, off to work.
Now these executes are starting to look really comprehensive from EG.
30 seconds left.
Dude,
it's always nice when you get a little
he
bit
is
of a free spam kill to open things up from Nate.
so fucking good. His movement.
Get that easy kill close.
I wish I had half the movement as Jargo. The game would be so fucking fun. Just jumping around his knife out.
Was struggling last year with
bro, that was sick.
Find their footing. Derek had the worst year of his.
I swear he knows too that I fucking love that shit. When raises go like back and forth with their satchels like that, oh my god, it's so sick.
They were so restrained, they were so formulaic. Now this EG team is so free flowing, given agency by Potter, saying go, do what you can, find what you can, play with your own intuition. And it's transformed Derek and this team as well. Continue to find success even with such a different roster.
Fast shower too.
The way that they've been
again with this smoke. Is it realized? Like he just walked away. I'm telling you, I don't know if they realize, chat. Look, they catch pretty good timing, and they're like already popping. They're very fast as pop. How did he not get wingman? Oh my god!
It's so cool. It's just so cool. He's TP'd all the way into heaven.
He's looking down at his subjects and EU. I never knew he'd be walking into that. Now to smoke it off. Insult to injury. Bang gets ahead of it at least. Super. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
Dude.
Tell you what.
Chat, I think we're going to
outside the server. He brings inside.
Oh
what
my
a Goliath.
God. This is a goddamn
Now it's your boy
masterclass.
Boosty. Who again has looked frustrated. Thwarted many a time in this game. Flash double face.
Every little detail, the jiggle, they spot him, the flash next when they know he'll be watching the angle with the crosshair. Every fine detail from EG.
I don't feel good about. I'm out. I'm out on the bind, dude. This has to be one on Ascent. They have not shown me enough depth on their attack side to make me think that they're gonna beat Potter's anti-shredding. They're going to do that fucking A hit that I break down every game. They're just going to do it like off time by like 20 seconds. And they're just going to get countered so hard. Potter is going to fucking destroy that strat.
Play Omen on in this map. I mean, wild to bring Omen into this map in general in a comp like this. It just does not happen.
Have we seen an orbital strike this game?
From Cryo, I don't believe we have.
He's held it. Never had a real chance to make use of it.
He's been quiet so far, and this is a map where we've seen him drop bombs on teams. Was that like 30 at Shanghai against Foot?
He's getting no action. B constantly getting hammered here by EG.
And those post-timeout adjustments that they made to taking control of B and forcing back those defenders who were so rooted into Octagon early on, Bang specifically was such a thorn in their side there.
Notice that Super's sitting well back here, watching for a flank timing.
They're coming a lot.
Seeing there at the bottom of the minimap while all this is going on. He's going to amble his way over towards Hookah, I'd suggest.
Seekers and Thrash.
Spot anything here.
He's going to follow one maybe with this.
CT now for EG, but they are biding their time.
So they dump it all. They wait for the counter util. They re-hit on the second wave.
Bang gonna have to pick his spot here perfectly, but EU never had an opportunity to take a fight. There's the orbital strike. Jorg jumps out of it. Bang can't see through it. And that's a showstopper kill on Ascent, who was waiting in elbow.
2-on-3. Dude, that kill would have been so
Jor's gonna
massive.
sit tight for now in elbow. Clears the back of it, of course, with that bomb buddy.
We would be in the fucking 2-on-3.
He's got no choice but to try and break through one arm of this pizza. They're going after Derek instead.
Okay. 2-on-2.
Oh, they turn their attention to
1-on-2.
the passive ankle. Super can't do it.
Oh.
And Cryo barely stays alive.
How did they break that crossfire? 3-prong.
4 on the
They
board.
just take the duels. EG not ready to help each other there. That shot through the wall from Cryo. He's not done much this half, frankly. Finally comes to life in the server at the very end to at least get 4 on the board. But still, this is not a situation we're used to seeing 100 Thieves on this map. This has been their home. They have dominated Bind all year long.
Here's again, finally see that orbital strike come down. Cryo, it's such a tight angle. They do.
I can't believe they just won this round. I feel like EG kind of tossed the post.
So many signs of relief. Let's jubilation on the faces of 100 Thieves. They needed that round real badly. We'll be back, of course, with the second.
They did TP showers one round, yeah. They just have a lot of info util, so they have a very good read on if you leave the site. And the double controller is also very good at like slowly working your way. What's going on right now? Okay. It's like the double controller is also very good at just kind of breaking up the map a bit. Am I still holding on hope? Not for Bind, dude. I'm super pessimistic right now about this. I don't feel too good. What can we see here? We could see a one-way from Omen there. You could potentially see like this one was not that great, but there's use cases for it. There's other like shittier one-ways over here. None of those are super important. You could potentially stick one here. That's very good. Or even one here and try to like fight the corner a little bit more. Obviously shower one's good. Omen has a higher likelihood of being like in these spots, but can't smoke B as well. Fortunately, they have a Brimmy, so the blind can be used really well to like clear out long, stop short hits from you, clear out showers, like this play. There's a lot of good use cases, right? Like backside B is very good on a hookah jump out.
Journey is incredible. From playing on the pre-franchising early days EG to last year,
I don't feel good at all about this,
being the guy who
dude.
has to fit into different
Let me
comps
see.
to scrim against Boostio
Here's
and
how I
Potter,
can
that team that went
set
on
the
to
scene, I
win
guess,
champions.
too. We could quickly go to 100 Thieves page here. Go to this Lev game.
That even though
Go to this Bind game. Okay. Let's see, that's their pistol. It's their second. And then here's this A play, right? This is the A play they have run, dude, so many times. I keep thinking it's the last game I'll see it, and it just keeps extending forever and ever. And there's no way that Potter doesn't slam this hit to the fucking ground. There's just no way. Let's see. Oh god. They're doing it off
He was putting up a
rip?
1.33 KD, and in stage 2 only 0.89. I mean, that is a steep drop off for one of the duelists we consider the best in our region, the best in the
Okay,
world.
the counter is that he's gonna smoke here.
Ascent swooping on in. Claims Jorg, but traded out instantly. Super immediately goes
Okay, okay. This is good. This is good. I cannot believe this shit's working.
Working their way in.
Holy
Thieves
fuck.
love to get proactive on these A hits of pushing over the truck, past it with Austin's double satchels. Apop is on a mad long flank right now towards market. A lot of distance to cover.
Derek and Nature both have flashes here. They come out simultaneously, allowing Derek to push that smoke and wins out versus EU. Counter Dizzy comes in though, Boostio keeping it locked down here. Good pressure on Nature. And out to Apop, who has that flank timing. Alongside Nature, who was low. 2 versus 2, jump peeks it, comes on through, bang tucked in the corner.
What the fuck?
Here's the defuse attempt, but
Okay.
What was that? Speak the devil's name, and he does appear.
Oh, what a flick shot. You are the best player in the world. You are the best player in the world. Cryo. If he can come to life, 100 Thieves, they're begging for him to do so. They need him. He's been very quiet in stage 2. 2 rounds in a row now. He's won out.
That was a huge opener on a draw.
That was gorgeous.
I think without that opener on draw, this would play out differently.
Things getting dangerously close again.
1 for 1 on pistols.
Where it feels like 100 Thieves should have that
Fair game here.
easy win. They just need to clean things up. The EG players individually, they don't stop fighting for every little advantage they can find, trying to get back in.
Love this pace from 100 Thieves though. Double flash there. Asana takes a different tack this time around. He caught Superman with the grenade. Boostio runs headlong.
That?
Not that he knows it into dog.
That's wild time.
Everyone's like, wait,
He's on my radar. Can't find him.
Don't know up from down right
What
now,
the
but
fuck?
Trying to fight in tilted towers, Mitch.
Is that what we're dropping? That feels like it. Now down to Apod. Slower play from this guy. Looking to make his way through, obviously, 100 Thieves armed to the gills, respectively speaking.
And at the very least, I will say for Apoth on these long flank attempts, is instilling some fear in 100 Thieves. And they, of course, are aware that with this Sentinel-less comp, the flanks are always going to be open. And they played with this enough that they have that in mind. They know how to watch those areas. But Apoth has made it very clear to them early on that their eyes need to be open when they're going for these executes, that a player from, B that pushed out of Hookah could be coming through market.
So again, great spacing from 100 Thieves. Really quick off the mark. Rounds.
Fucking Boostio came out. Or not Boostio. Jaw, dude.
Bonus round win here from 100
Fucking Arrested Development, bro.
Way to tie up this game.
Part of me loves pulling these clips because I haven't thought about these fucking shows and movies in so long.
More of a default approach though from the
I want to rewatch Arrested Development, bro. That show's so funny. Does it hold up? Has anyone watched it lately?
Take any undue risks as he works his way towards showers. EG though not likely to be pulled out of position by any garden variety tactics they need. To see 100 Thieves put the money where their mouth is.
Smokes down.
The game will be slowed down from 100
It
Thieves.
still holds. Wow, that's awesome. I might have to rewatch that show. That show had me crying the first watch, dude. Literally in fucking tears, just sitting at my computer.
Over and over on this attack, finding moments to use the prowlers and work up. On a round like this, didn't even have to just yet. Just holding those angles slowly.
And before you ask, yes, I'd also download a car.
100 Thieves at this point need to push it. Jorg hoping for a little bit of contact through that. Backs away from the Dizzy now. Paint shells from both sides. Create some spacing. Still 100 Thieves slow on this approach. Very slow. Jorg loves it.
Oh no.
He loves a bit of argy-bargy Wyatt. And he's looking for more. Paint shells go down yet again. Jorg eventually falls. There's EU who's gotten into the fight. And to the back of the side as well. Cryo can scoop that spike up and make a play for it. Nature will have to wait for his teammate to get in position on this flank.
Oh, Nature!
Dude,
what a shot on the bench! Apod on this flank again.
That's a really, really big kill from that gel.
He's come from this angle.
I think Nature just waits for this. Backs off of it, but what an important kill to take now. Make this a 2v1. Cryo none the wiser. Sees a bullet to his pass, but can't break out.
He got distracted.
And that was EG's economy. That was swinging, hanging. And they get the foothold here in the second half.
Confidence from the IGL Nature to take that duel. Catches EU jumping up on the bench. There's just that tight angle when you're coming in from spawn. Ice cold from Jawjamo. Superman does well to get the one, but ends up being isolated.
That shot from Nature is so ridiculous.
Playing so well. Matter of fact, is now
no, I haven't seen Trailer Park
that Trailblazer active very early here. 100 Thieves now on the full buy, almost. Economy is just a little bit off.
Yeah, you guys convinced me. I gotta rewatch Arrested Development. Super close to a lot of ults over here on EG, but Cryo one off.
About running in and IGLing the rest of the round from his teammates' perspectives.
100 Thieves has historically had a lot of C's Brim ult plays. So that's definitely something we could see. You could see it in like posts on tap. I've seen them do it there. I've seen them do it on site hits.
Okay, Asana stunned there as he tried to make the approach. Can't really get value out of this judge yet. Staved off.
So awkward.
Bro thinks
How
he's
did they get
Jogamo or
in?
some shit with that kind of move.
Weak weapons, these close range weapons. A satchel gone for Ascent now too. It's not like he can try to send himself in backside with some serious speed.
Yeah, just one. I mean, I'd suggest a written invitation, but I don't know if 50 seconds is enough time. And elsewhere, Bang hasn't really been able to do too much here today.
Fucking 4 long hit, 3 here, chat. This is not looking good.
Staying here right now.
This is looking fucking awful.
Yeah, if 100 Thieves don't wager anything, EG are not going to respond. They're like dormant on B for the time being. All this
Clearly, we're TPing here.
mirrors. Eventually, 100 Thieves have to commit. And now it's time.
Remember I said Omen would be on that A-box shot? He's on that A-box. Bang got the A guy. Oh my god, dude. How the fuck did we win this round? Oh my god.
The best fades that we have in a game right now. Perfectly
I have no idea.
Whomever that was that Austin was able to actually
Bro, Shanzo lurked up short with his wall while the Omen was top box. Look, you'd see it right now. He's lurking up while the Omen was top shower box, comes out the backside, and ends up getting the kill. Fuck, that was...
EU is just so consistent. Really, the foundation.
Oh my god. Oh, we're switching up slightly, though. We're switching it up slightly. He's shooting the
What a
body.
massive brace of 3.
Pure prediction.
Ew.
Now iPod with the bogey.
Huge round, dude.
Okay.
Good switch up I have in Thrashco shower. Good switch
I've been
up.
waiting for that one to get in my store. Trying to recreate that Ascent play.
Absolutely iconic.
He's definitely up there, Christian. Hard to say. I mean, like, scan initiators,
when
he
you look at the state of the 100 Thieves economy,
he might be the best.
Grown whatsoever.
We got a lot of really good ones, though. So
This next round will be incredibly important for the result of this game. It's going to be the big ultimate round. It's going to be economy on the line for evil geniuses.
EU great, Trent great.
Potentially this entire series.
I think
Absolutely.
Ethan definitely great.
Late into a game of Valorant when things
On
are
like the
close,
flash
when
initiators.
all the resources are
I think Count
expended
Zine
with
is
the game on
fucking
the line.
nuts.
It's like Apoth would rather perish to the blast than try his luck here with the Bucky. So 100 Thieves walk away here, 4 up.
I think Crashy's had an off year. Oh, Saucy, yeah, for sure.
6-round lead has shrunk considerably.
I think like last year I would have said Crashies. I think this year he had an off year. Yeah, I would be literally a fraud if I said Crashies right now. Given like their win-loss record, I would be like I'd feel fraudulent. I would be selling guys bullshit. I wouldn't do that.
I mean, showstoppers.
Another switch up that might feel like the A play.
Still hanging on to that orbital
They might make it feel like the A play with instant fade util.
Combo that with a siege to find picks.
Proactive play towards
No,
B
no
lock
fade
here for
util.
EG. So far that Derek would push ahead of that all.
He just wanted to.
But now over towards A. Yeah. Here comes the action. Arsenal 1-2.
Oh no, he missed it.
Oh, catches him. Egg on the face for the 100 Thieves. All of a sudden they're brought to a screeching halt.
The pace of the round seemed like it was going to be as fast as it
Dude,
can
when
get
he didn't
into
get
that
out
A
of it.
site.
I liked it. I liked it, chat. They switched it up. They baited the fact that they were running the A play, and it worked. It did work.
Time for that contingency.
The strat worked.
They do now poison cloud up to try and work, but this Trailblazers.
Satchel on showers is very hard, yeah.
Really nice information gathered from the IGL.
Oh, that was such a kill, dude. If you just brought it in.
Actually, to re-clear. Wow, bang,
Perfect
Bustio
double
on the run.
And he had no choice. There's no choice now for 100 Thieves to commit to this A side. And the rotates are coming back.
30 seconds left.
Wingman gonna do his best to get the spike down and will be able to. It's going to be a full 5 versus 3 retake. Cryo with a molly, with an orbital
The
strike.
C is ready
That
for
could
spawn
turn the
here.
tides, but on the opposite side, still so many ultimates to play with so much utility. This would be a miracle.
Sees
for the Thieves
Rimmel?
to pull it off.
Sees Rimmel, chat? This is the one? This is the one?
Here it is.
He missed it. Oh, actually. Fucking cooked. Fucking cooked him.
Has to push up, but Derek's gonna be there to receive him. It's Cryo pushing up, trying to interrupt the defuse. Gets the volley there, but gets brought down by Superman, who saves the day again.
Bro.
Has the molly clears, as the smoke clears.
We don't gotta be looking at it that close.
All of that effort and for what? Such a crucial round again for Evil Geniuses. That was their economy on the line, and it began with Jojimo. Oh, brother, winning that
That's
duel
not
with the
good.
Rockets. Well done from him. And they, even within that win, EG extract some of these ultimates that were just on.
I feel like a lot of the times when I see 100 Thieves fuck up on bind, a lot of it is the A post. And I feel like they aggress too much in the A post. And it worked out a lot to begin with. And sometimes it looks great when they can like snowball leads. But if that's like the only 100 Thieves that they show, then they look very weak. Like they need to fall back and play like lineups and shit and actually use util every once in a while. Like
Here is so low.
they're so one-dimensional.
Probe towards showers. Super might push up.
Like play the brim molly from like fucking market, you know?
Superman gets to walk away.
It's so much. It's so much.
Information initiator, the fade. EU.
It's like
no haunt.
They went over all the early round, and they never talked about like, all right, like how do we switch up our looks in like the mid to late round?
Double face.
Like why is Brim always there?
Wow,
text them that? Oh, it's too late now.
But it might be too little too late. These two players from Evil Geniuses, B anchors, Nature and Derek, will they get support in time?
Scary round, chat.
Two flashes between them in a mosh pit available for the defenders.
What I'm looking at here is an Omen that could potentially get over here with ult, a Brim ult that can reach, and 3 stack.
Send the bomb buddy through. Here we go, satcheling onto the site. Nature backs away into elbow behind that smoke thrown down. So Ascent against this space. They're into the back of the B site.
They're gonna let Wingman plant. They don't give a fuck. I like that. I actually dislike how teams have been fucking Brim ulting Wingman.
Know what utility they want to send out to burst back into this site.
Orbital strike from the defenders. Ascent! Say it ain't so! Gets caught out by it. Apoth good for that one. Cryo has to back out of elbow now. The numbers favor EG and Cryo can't put it out.
Perfection! The protocol is perfect from Evil Geniuses. Oh, that paranoia finds such value towards elbow. Clears so much of it. And it's sometimes little scenarios when the game is getting scrappy, when it's down to the wire, when you don't have time to think about maybe every little thing. You're not used to getting hit by paranoias on bind, you know, not always ready.
Perfection. I don't even know what to say.
The way that EG burst out of that main door as well. Apoth on this brimstone.
That was the best B retake I've seen in this meta in a while. Like, I have been holding it in, but I think now is probably a pretty good time to say, like, the amount of teams that are using a lot of their util on Wingman and not killing him in time is fucking outrageous. It is outrageous. The amount of Brim ults that have just been wasted, you know, like over this season on Wingman, only for him to get the plant on anyway. So I don't know. That was very refreshing to see the Brim that could have ulted that Wingman. Like they had a lot of lead time into that hit, but they had a plan that was better than stopping the plant right there. And that shit looked unstoppable right there. That was very well played. Holy, that was an insane retake.
Their say.
I mean, there is a veritable chess match occurring.
I don't know, though. Peter maybe could have tried to get out, but he did just try to get his one. Maybe that, I don't know. I don't even know, man.
I'll give it to you straight. Just the one Vandal to play with. Must win round.
Probably shouldn't have shot the wall like that.
And it looks like a pretty standard start for Evil Geniuses. That smoke is going to come down over towards a short, which gives Jojimo the ability to watch it from top truck.
Maybe even for some re-clear utility just for that cubby.
EG will be ultless for like a long time here, so.
Being lined up, trying to hide away.
What I'm trying to say, chat,
clearing B long here for EG, so that's very good info.
It's safe. It's safe to come out for a second.
Very nice for taking duels against.
We're gonna do our strat, chat. We're gonna do our strat. We're just doing it off timing. This is so familiar, and it feels so good, right?
At the moment.
Yeah, you shower again. This feels right.
That's his head ripped off by EU. 3 haircuts.
Yeah. Yeah, this feels right.
EU was beautiful.
Perhaps giving up too much space. They had no idea what was happening in shower. It almost felt like they thought they had eyes on it or smoke on it, something.
I can't believe it worked again.
Fully walked up.
I can't believe it worked again.
Huge round here for 100 Thieves. Remember, just the one vandal. They explode onto the site.
Here's Apop coming from market for the millionth time. And Ascent way too ready. Nature caught as well. Okay. They just waltz on in and take that.
Okay.
EG gave up too much space towards shower, and it felt like they weren't even aware of how far EU could have been pushed up. Jotamo was just not ready to take that engagement, and that satchel across from Ascent, a triple as well.
All right.
Really nice from 100 Thieves.
This is the hard one, chat. Chat, this is the hard one. This is the hard one because we're not going to run the same strat again. Or so we need to win a round somewhere else real quick. Real quick, we got to win one somewhere else, and then we can go back to the A shit. But we got to make it look like we're going other places for a second.
Broken. To force them on
and then we go back to bread and butter.
So effectively, if 100 Thieves win this round, this could mean tying up.
Gotta get through this round. Holy shit.
One round that's worth 2 for the Thieves. Arsenal will be confirmed there. Nature wants to play somewhat close to Octagon.
Dude, bro's spraying that Spectre through that smoke. That's literally like
Superman is actually pushed up a little bit deeper.
Fucking putting a glass of water out in the middle of the desert.
Restream to play off of this Trailblazer re-clear.
What is this on?
Shot
or
by
this
2 players, so
just backside.
Nature's going to feel that presence. Perhaps Apop over from the A side will begin to drift over at some point. It might just be these anchors forced to back off. I could see another 5v5 retake situation coming into play here.
Okay, he'll probably throw the C's in the middle of the open right here.
Here come the Thieves.
No, actually, I'm surprised he didn't.
Pretty cautious about this. He thinks about diving that smoke, but now he can get back.
Let's save it for a flood, maybe.
So the double stack up in elbow here for EGs. We've got 2 coming from the rotate. Superman's timing will be pretty late. It's being watched for anyway. Dizzy out of elbow, Ascent blinded up. Couldn't win that fight against Apop. It was all too easy, and he's able to swing that corner. 2 for Apop. Jorko taken down by the Molly, though, and Nature wants to pressure this back corner. 1 is good. 2 even better. Derek's going to make sure of it now. It's bang. In that 1 versus 3, inside the pit.
No.
So close. Wild spray. But EG secure it.
Was able to get that in the midst of all of it as well. He was 1 orb away.
Why did Bang not ult spawn when we had the site? Why were we not ready to stop the flood? Why did no one break Dizzy? Why?
Full set piece.
And it's a Dizzy that comes out of the vent, right? Just there that starts this off. The flood from elbow, overwhelming 100 Thieves, and the Viper's Pit just not nearly enough.
That little cubby double stack was really nicely dealt with. That Spectre run and gun jiggling back and forth, drawing the crosshairs, and then the jump peek even for that trading effort to come through. Nicer running.
Match point for Evil Geniuses. Potter already prophesied a 3rd map in the works. It may well be the case here as 100 Thieves have had to scrape together their funds.
Yeah, you guys are right. He got the ult mid retake. Okay, I see. Sorry, Shanto.
Lucio again can get that Thrash online. This might be why they're trending this B-long direction.
Seems like Potter has a knack for making her words a reality. When she said, never lost to Sentinels.
Second date locked in.
Came true.
Still haven't lost.
Beat Sen. Said it was going to map 3. And they're on the cusp of that right now. They just have to play effectively around EU's Nightfall. In this situation, again, these Trailblazers are getting some quality value for EG's rookie IGL Nature. He's been playing towards elbow. Derek just top container right now.
This round EG haven't pushed up out of A, so they don't really know anything about the extremities there, but now they've been pulled into the rotate. Here's that Thrash. Boostio got the orb, but it gets cut down pretty quickly.
Need some better movement on that Boosty. Waited some bunny hopping on that Thrash, dude.
Bang to come forward. He checks the side. He's not diving that smoke, is he?
Oh god.
He's in the smoke. From the other side, Nature's getting pressured pretty heavily here, but he's grouped up with Derek. Asuna though, Satchel in, caught by Derek, and now he tries to climb in the seas, holds him in place. Apop tries.
Oh my god, dude.
As it so often is to try and close the game out here. But he is caught by the Thrash.
Now that's an adjustment. What a fantastic call from
Woo!
100 Thieves.
The elbow pinch through the spawn
retakes.
smoke.
All right,
Massive.
we're going to run at you in those positions where you're
2
setting
chances.
up. Straight through elbow off the Prowler goes Asuna right here. Jumping and swing. I mean, of course it's Asuna who jumps and gets the kill mid-air with the Phantom
His
Bullet.
crosshair oscillating, by
Only him.
Like a tuning fork.
Why never me, Mitch? He does it every time. It's ridiculous. Fantastic adjustment from them. That has been where EG have been able to convert multiple
2
rounds
chances.
in a row now. Off the set retakes. Totally nullified by 100 Thieves' aggression. Beautiful work from Boostio.
And again, that chess game plays out in the background.
Dude.
Last opportunity here for an adjustment from Evil Geniuses.
A strat, here we come.
They need to close this out.
Going back to bread and butter.
Their territory, past that B side, into elbow, into CT, disrespecting Smokes and Util. So what's the answer going to be? Do they play more proactively towards B main again?
Right, and now I'm curious to see, we saw 100 Thieves on their defensive half towards B long. They're varying aggressive looks multiple times with players tucked towards the teleporter cubby. Dizzy's going through the wall.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, in this server,
EG might opt for? Do they
there's
want
the
to
good
play
guys and there's the bad guys.
a more aggressive look towards long to catch off 100 Thieves while they're gathering up there for their execute? Maybe control Hookah, because this gathering of players long, 100 Thieves, they keep going 4-1. 4 players through long, and meaning Bang alone through Hookah. So maybe they play 2 players at Hookah to control that, keep Bang back, and have that as
some early A pressure here from EU. I wonder if he's gonna early
with a lot more forces on B, though. You
prowl
can see that
it.
already.
And yeah, they're playing way more proactively.
Yo, you know what they're doing? They're just off timing the A play. He's ready. Are they just off timing it? They're just gonna fuck around over here and then come back, and then we go bread and butter. Then we're doing it. We're doing the thing, I think, chat. We're just doing it a little bit later. They'll never see it coming. This strat? Nah, not this one.
Over towards the top of short. No chance to get value out of that shorty, though. Smoking it again. Some 100 Thieves might give him a little bit of something. He's chummed the waters and the Sharks are beginning to circle.
I don't like that Brim is one off all here.
Does he dive in? What? That'll be pretty good. Bang has to go.
You gotta be fucking joking me.
He saw nothing.
EG can end it here. They can go to a third map.
You have got to be fucking joking me.
Bang wanted to force Jorgamo out of it. Just a little bit of a pick to catch Apop. Spike is now down. Wingman makes sure of that. And now back. Bang retreats. Derek with a sheriff here from heaven. Boostio and EU have a double face right now. Here comes 2 players out from Vents as well. Nature paves the way. Jorg gonna try and capitalize, but he gets caught by Boostio. Holds his ground, sets his feet. And it'll be Nature. Oh! Nature! There's nothing human about it!
Nah, dude.
Something else, an EG!
Bro, no. I'm convinced, dude. Nade Shot literally like must have talked shit to fucking Jesus on an alt account or some shit in COD like 10 years ago. God hates 100 Thieves, bro. They'll never win. It's over. Dude, this team is cursed. This team is literally cursed. There's nothing. No. That's dude, that is criminal that both of those shorty shots got both of those kills and then that round ended that way. Dude. That is insane. That is insane. That is fucking incredible.
We'll be back after a quick turnaround, folks. Our analysts are going to get us rolled and ready for our third map.
How is that how they're map? Dude. Dude. God, these... But yeah, dude, the A post plants, like, why do they feel like they have to send it towards spawn rotate every time? Every fucking time, dude. They can't just, like, play a post. I don't know why. They have a pretty good comp to play post, and they just refuse to do it. It's just so one-dimensional how they approach that site. It feels like their comms must be going through the same fucking loop every time.
Line has been drawn. They're picked to pieces.
Oh. This feels so fucking familiar, dude. I hate it. I hate it. I know they're losing Ascent. I fucking know it. I'm not believing. What's EG been like on Ascent, dude? What have they been fucking doing? Of course. 2 games. Fucking averaging 9.5 rounds on defense. Do we know what they're starting here? Did it say? So EG will pick side. EG is going to pick defense. Motherfucker, dude. Bro, do you see that, chat? They're starting on defense. And did you see their stats on defense? Did you see that? These are the 2 games they've played this year. Bruh. I'm back.
Step into the ring.
Oh, I got bad news, guys. So funny. That's so ridiculous. Stupid.
Through at any point, and time now, and it is finally there. Ham on the board, maybe a chance for Kawasi, but he's got too much to account for, too much to deal with.
There is only one map left today to decide our final spot in the playoffs between EG and 100 Thieves. EG just came off of a hot map 2 of Bind, beating 100 Thieves on their best map and doing it with EG's new signature, Superman's Omen. And we're going to be diving into round 11 here, where they use it beautifully. This round is a masterclass. The first thing you're going to have to see right now from EG is they have 2 beastly ultimates. They've got the Razed ult, they've got the Thrash ready to go. Now, EG know that 100 Thieves know this, and they read 100 Thieves like a book here. They anticipate that 100 Thieves aren't going to be playing very far forward and are going to play deep into the site and bait that out. So, round starts. What do we see? There's a Sky Flash sent over towards Hookah, and EG move into showers quickly. The first thing you see
let me
this
cook.
smoke. They throw this
Let me
every
cook.
time they walk up into showers or walk up into A short. And what
I need to cook
there's
something
no
here.
TP crunch. No player can jump through that TP and fight. It's just not going to happen because you run into that and 100 Thieves know this, so they're not going to fight there. Now, EG run into this.
I need this one to get some legs shot.
Right here, but they actually don't use any utility to clear through this. Again, anticipating 100 Thieves are going to be playing much further back into this round. They use good spacing, come out together with a few shots to get into this round, and it means they've got Wingman, they've got Thrash, or Dizzy rather, to exec into the site very quickly. Now, at the same time, you'll see over on the other side of the map that they're splitting into the site, so it's pretty interesting. Raze has Rocket, but Brimstone is going to enter in behind the dog here, and Supa on the Omen is going to enter on this side. EG aren't actually using their ultimates in this site exec, so they move on forward here. He's gonna pump out a Paranoia over onto the right-hand side of the map and then TP up onto Triple. Look where he is. He TPs onto the lower elevation of that box so that the Brimstone smoke they put down conceals him. He can then jump up onto the higher elevation and look over this. He sees and hears also going for that spam shot, so he comes up over the top. It's beautiful. There's even a paint shell going onto the ground to create even more chaos on the back lines there. But it doesn't stop there either, because
we just
they also
gotta
smoke off heaven. That's what he just TP'd in.
Someone get the curse of Raw.
That third smoke is down there since the start of the exec, but he's using it after he gets those 2 kills to heat up even more, go into heaven, put himself in this position where he gets yet another kill. And it's so frequent on all of EG's A execs. They're using the Paranoia, they're using these annoying teleports that you're just not used to dealing with, and he ate 100 Thieves up. He was such a pivotal factor in EG winning that second map and forcing it to a game 3. Come on, let's go over to the desk.
Excellent breakdown there, Ender. And yeah, I mean, it just goes to show, right? Like how impactful that one change was. Bringing the Omen in for EG just gave them flexibility that honestly has just been impressive to see implemented.
And teams aren't used to seeing this.
Right.
EG's the only team running this comp, and it goes beyond just the rounds you're showing. They have similar ideas on defense. This is such a well thought through approach to bind, and it nets them a win here to keep their playoff hopes alive, Dre.
Actually unbelievable that we're going to map 3, but we wouldn't want it any other way because this is so close. The stakes that are at hand and the beef, the bad blood between the teams, it's unreal.
Yeah, you know,
where did I just see that?
Desperately want to get this win, but neither one wants to give up the L, right? So not just for the personal reasons, but also because the playoff spot is up for grabs. There's so much at stake here.
Yeah, I mean, they win that map, EG, despite Bang dropping 24 kills on the Viper and dominating on that map.
I ain't gonna lie, that goes kind of crazy.
Ascent, and we're gonna see Cryo probably playing that Jet against Jogamo, who has been playing Duelist this entire series. Now,
I want to favorite it.
Lie in, with Cryo not playing Duelist yet in this series, is he gonna be able to just step up to the plate and start banging out like that?
I don't know, he has some crazy shots. So.
Pay out the pred? Shit.
Had a rough season. We have seen a marked decrease from stage 1 to stage 2 in his performance.
And this is a game where now the teams are in new territory. EG have not played this map since stage 1. 100 Thieves haven't played it since they were losing to Gen G back at Masters. It is a new territory for these teams.
And it's do or die. These two teams have a coach, each of who was a part of that EG championship roster last year. And it's all about hooking up a game plan, finding the adaptations on the fly to
all right, 5 minutes.
This map and get that last
get
slot.
your gamble
Stakes
in.
have never been higher for both of these teams.
Woo!
Evil Geniuses,
1 sec.
an opportunity for them to go and defend their organization's world championship in Seoul, Korea at our Valorant Champions, For 100 Thieves on the other side, an opportunity for them to find themselves at a Champions event and right the wrong of Shanghai, give themselves that comfort of knowing, hey, we did it. We accomplished the task. This is it, folks. One map separates these two teams. Let's send it back over to the casters. Uber to Wyatt for the call.
Including coaching staff, 4 world champions in the server, and collectively, they are throwing haymaker after haymaker, leaving it all out there. With playoffs here in stage 2 on the line, there's a legacy to chase for Evil Geniuses and 100 Thieves. Another stage championship wouldn't go awry.
All right.
We've gone over to Ascent, the map that everyone has played so many times, so familiar with the standard calling styles on this map, the standard compositions. Nothing new is going to be brought to the table here. Last time we saw Evil Geniuses on this map, it's when Jojimo
oh, the first day coupler back in the crowd. That's why you said the whole second date thing earlier. Oh, I thought you were saying you went on a second date.
Maybe even not once so far this
oh,
stage.
Well, that's good.
Jordan wanted to sneak up cut there, spotted out by the turret.
Bro, how can I give a fuck about that right now, chat?
Cryo shuts him down instantly. Finally, Cryo on a duelist here. Chance to have that skill expression on display.
We've seen him on Omen. We've seen him on Brim. Still first. The weak Georgimo. His ex-teammate taken down.
Super in trouble. He's going to be pinched in this corner, and he knows it. EU descends upon him. Nature from heaven at least able to trade it. But knows he needs to pull the plug for now. EG fighting from a two-player disadvantage.
There are a few players that could get killed theoretically by one shot. Dart Asana barely around the corner.
I remember when he was shooting those shock dogs for us. He was a real one back then.
Managed to alight from heaven. Beautiful shooting from Derek,
okay.
But it's just not going to cut the mustard. 100 Thieves take the pistol away.
Lovely first little clutch attempt there from Derek, but not going to be enough.
Attack side pistol win for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
second day is honestly fucking cooked if the boys don't make playoffs.
Standard compositions. We've seen for years now here, all these players so experienced at dealing with it, understanding the flow of the game here.
No chance.
Oh, it is. No, it's not still on purpose.
Derek, not enough.
I did not know it was still on. Thank you for telling me.
Sova has so much influence in the outcome of an Ascent game. The play on B specifically is really of the utmost importance for your defensive side. A good Sova can lock down that site entirely.
And between Derek and EU, we have some of the best in Americas.
Dude. I'm not even like a diehard NRG fan, but I will honestly say I felt sad for the fucking players yesterday.
Though, it goes respected.
I felt fucking sad for them.
Cryo here has been a role player all series. Now a chance to split his wings. Apoth's able to sneak back around the corner.
I'm not one of those people though that's like, oh, you can't make fun of it. I feel like if they're not laughing, they are crying. So like they need to laugh it off.
For Cryo to return to that elite form that we saw him during stage 1, and then especially into the stage 1 playoffs. I mean, the numbers he was putting up, what he was doing on the server, Brim, Duelist, doesn't matter. It was just unbelievable to watch him. And he has not been able to recreate that in stage 2.
Nicely done. Again, 100 Thieves very meticulous on trying to unravel the anti-eco.
Chat.
Essentially a full save here.
Wait, actually, you know what?
Go there after getting pinged out.
It's better if I do something
Nature about to get busy here. 3 players up on cat, it will take 1. Taxing the numbers of 100 Thieves.
Obviously, this is just about damage for evil geniuses. Anything they can get. Georgimo, top gen, drops down. Playing in the smoke.
Spike planted.
It's Bang knows he's there, but has to take a close fight. The right click served him well. 100 Thieves have the numbers in the arsenal. Carry 2 Vandals into our 3rd round.
And this is where we'll find out if they can capture a momentum early.
Something EG love by it is a good old tiles crunch. They like to set Nature up there in cat cubby and have him pressure with a fast push out of mid by Jorg.
There's no way they do a tiles crunch on this round. The Glizzy cam?
My man is feasting.
Get the man another Glizzy.
It's going to be a pressure though. Early here from EG. Wow, swinging off this Superman. They're going to try to retreat. Keep that man advantage.
Decent damage there as well as the swing.
I'm surprised Jaw commit that.
Needs to re-swing that.
Yeah, I think they should have just taken it.
Goes down either way.
Okay, 4v4 is pretty good for attack. They got the alarm bot waiting for the push.
They just wanted to straight fight that. 1 for 1 when it's 100 Thieves' bonuses. Probably not what EG are looking for. Hedwig has a look up mid.
And EU playing quite relaxed there. Hasn't expended any utility yet. Superman. My God, he is an animal on this map, Mitch.
A wide jump peak, though, to be fair. Lucio exposing himself in a big way. Superman
Wait, 2-on-2. Again with like a bit of an overheat.
So many times he's repeated that same volume of frags. Such an impact fragger this match.
Dude, he's laughing. It must be like fumbling the spike and shit.
Is scattered across B, camera broken.
Take flight.
And Apoth believes that it will be ending on A. Begins to rotate VCT. Already Nature.
Wow.
Great catch with the first. Apoth needs to accelerate to help his IGL convert this 2v1.
Holds the line. Bang steps up and is
well played by Nature.
EG makes short work of the 100 Thieves bonus.
What an elevation in the individual play right now from Nature, stepping up when they need him most. When it comes to the fragging distribution, the kills per round, he sat the lowest on his team typically, and that's not abnormal for an IGL. But when you have one that can turn up the heat at a time like this, and goddamn does Superman tune up the heat. I mean, on this map, Ascent specifically, this is genuinely the map that I associate him with in my mind. For years, the anchoring that he displays here on Ascent is so strong, so steadfast, especially on this A site.
A lot of action early at A main here. One Way was deployed. It looked almost as if EG would fight it. 100 Thieves, though, don't get the satisfaction just yet.
Now the operator in the hands of George Mo, we saw, sorry, Outlaw early, but we saw the impact with him with those scoped weapons on Lotus. That was actually when the tide started to turn, is when he picked up
I
the
agree. I think Wyatt's casting is getting hella good.
Those weapons early on could give them a bit more of an early lead.
His speed with it all is getting way better. And his ping pong with Mitch is...
From Apoth now. Cage triggered. Cyber Cage is definitely going to stagger things out a bit more. 0 point being set up here for Ascent. No one really anchored on the big side there. Apoth decides ultimately to back away. Yep, here it is. Going to be a fast hit behind this null command. Flash in. Apoth able to turn it around the corner. Ping on bang, but he's back.
Dude, that ping he put was on head level. And that was so smart how he played it. Unlucky he didn't get one.
On the HP as EG gather up for full 5 versus
He just like scanned that area, taking burst at head level.
Full retakes, fantastic. The protocols in those situations were so ironed out.
But on Lotus again, they really had a lot of great retake util, and 100 Thieves stood their ground and fought them off. So which one is
I feel like if that situation were to play out again, the likelihood of Apoth getting a kill would be very high.
Okay, Hunter's Fury here from Boathouse. Superman! Yep. Gonna get his wings clipped there. Jorgaman tried to take that fight with the Outlaw. Arson able to catch him.
Good aggression. Get the first 2 kills like that.
Get pinged by the recon, and Cryo wants to follow it up. Just the one. 2 defenders left now. Working opposite sides of it, but they'd much rather contain 100 Thieves in the blast radius here.
This is a huge fucking round for the boys. Resetting after bonus.
At least a couple of the guns. EG realizing time was never really on their side there, and tough to burst back into the site when your jet is holding an Outlaw. Didn't exchange a rifle with him, was trying to just make a little bit of space with the Classic, but ultimately unable to do so. Unable to deal with B main effectively. EU perfectly timing the Hunter's Fury as well.
Couldn't TP out of it.
Enemy down.
Absolutely brutal stuff. 3 attack side rounds already for 100 Thieves, and forcing EG now onto an eco.
Damn.
At the very least, small consolation, but EG do accomplish that last second mission of keeping the 100 Thieves economy honest. There are a couple players at 0 right now, Austin with just 400, so they expect to lose, you know, they're going to try their best to win this round, but if they lose, if they can continue to deal damage to 100 Thieves, they'll have an opportunity to break their economy when they finally do get on the buy round to get back into this game.
Damn, what a good setup,
Stop the snowball that 100 Thieves are creating.
They can like flood pretty well with that cam. And he has the deep trips on both those lines.
Cryo winches up. Log's position here being held down by Apoth. Jump peeking of mid being conducted by Derek. Sees nothing at all.
I wonder, like, if the second cage like blocks him at all.
Utility so far from Apoth. They've been clearing it out of, I mean, pretty wow, heads up from EU there as well. Gets a nice bit of damage onto
Wow,
that.
they pinged it.
It's like he knows a recon won't ping that Log's position.
Really good feeling he was there.
So he sends a shock in after it. Big damage on Apoth.
EG have stacked up towards this A site though. Some clean shots could result in an upset round win. Superman starts it off.
Oh my god, and that blind is so good.
Jorg chimes in with his own sheriff now. And this town ain't big enough for the 2 of these
Dude,
teams.
Superman has played so well today.
It's going to be good for this swing out of smoke. I think Derek's gotten behind them. It doesn't matter.
No way.
Spikes 100 Thieves and brings up the EG Thrifty.
I'm telling you, this A site is on lockdown. You cannot get past Superman on this area of the map. It doesn't matter what goddamn weapon he has. The headshots are so clean. Look at that flick, the transfer, the spray down with the...
Chat, I'm literally feeling like sick to my stomach because this day, this 12-7 day with this knife, I had to watch that shit. I worked the desk And like I had to just watch them, bro. That was so fucking painful. And I feel like now I have to co-stream it. And I feel like it's gonna happen again. I'm like having PTSD. Holy fuck. Win the eco.
Now this is awkward, back and forth, these teams threatening to thrifty each other. EU brings Apop to kill, and now it's up to Derek and Nature. And they both have to play from heaven. Decent weapons. Seeded over to 100 Thieves now, they're gonna have to play off the flash. Nature drops down, but he's in with the paranoia. Derek at 4 HP. I'm telling you.
They threw that so hard. Let's fucking go.
Brawl here on Ascent.
How does this just go so awry for EG?
Wow.
Credit
that
to
went
Cryo
terrible. They have all 5 ults.
for this Blade Storm kill. Opens it up against Joel.
Dude, the full shields. The full shields, dude. Oh my god.
From finding the first blood.
Oh.
I mean, and Joel does not expect to see 2 players outside of tiles when he swings that.
Bro, the Outlaw lost a round.
What a sudden shift in the game. I thought for what a moment, I think we all did.
Who's calling
EG
Superman a
capture that
no-namer?
momentum back.
Has anyone thought to get this guy a standing disc?
Oh yeah, no. I see what you're talking about. Yeah, no shot.
His legs at some point.
No fucking shot.
He's got to take a seat.
Think of the ergonomics of it here. It's been a long day for these guys. 100 Thieves there. We said, okay, great job. 3 attacking rounds. Well done. They get thrifty. We go, oh dear.
Unironically, Superman was on this team on LCQ. And this game, bro, you don't know how hard, like, how upset I was when our team lost this game. I was so upset. That, and then we ran the lowers. I think we won like 10 straight maps or something like that after losing this map to Sentinels. But dude, yeah, Superman knows how to play them for sure. He's prepped against them a lot here. I know it's not the same team, but it's glimpses of the same shit.
Right now, Bucky.
Immediately Apop forced off that line. Null command here, gotta be used. There's over the A side though. And immediately 100 Thieves start to thud into the side. Is that Hunter's Fury? Decent catch there by Derek, and he brings EU down. Cryo instantly on the side in B, clambering over the mud.
That's a very good res.
Back into the fray, 4 up for the Thieves, and they're on the side.
Nature with a null command now to pop on this retake. Jojimo knives in hand. It's the Bucky Blade Storm combo for Jojimo.
Oh my god.
Once again, Mitch.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Cryo tests CT briefly. Jorg from above. I don't
Peter got him.
Bang was aware of it anyway. Jorg got taken down. Arsena clips his wings. Flyboy needs to hit the hanger until next time. TP for Superman here. Got to play a pinged out on the site. They're very low. Oh, they're so low. Cryo down at 29. Boostio trying to hold his ground. Pressure coming in from stairs, but again, the KO's brought down.
Oh!
What a shot. It's up to Derek. Arsena hiding in Boathouse now. Timing is everything, but time is short for Derek, and he finds the swing. But Arsena was quicker. 3 Ks for the young gun. 100 Thieves extend that lead. 5 attacking rounds.
Everything they had left.
And
they're
yes, you are, baby!
Arsena cleaning things up, dealing with his.
That's actually live. You actually said that.
Fighting demons out there.
This fight forward here from 100 Thieves. And then falling back into the site to play the crossfires.
That round meant everything. Now economy fully broken by EG. They've been pacified. Well, Super never one to be kept down, I guess. Far less audacious than he was in previous rounds, and his Aldrone was going to force him off this.
Good knife.
Jorg, quite a game for him. Not yet online. A sleeping giant.
I've been trying to find value on some of those rounds with the Outlaw, but was ultimately unsuccessful. And they haven't had the economy to get an operator in his hands if their intention on defense is to really work that scoped weapon as the linchpin of their setups.
Oh, awkward. Jorg! Cryo took him down, you know where to go. Damn if you do and if you don't.
Good sequence.
These A-main smokes, though, being replenished. So hard to shift Super as he anchors this A-side.
Deep Cam is Some information now. It does spot out Boostio. Or that just being the KJ, not an immense amount of information. That's a standard spot.
Oh my god, they're making so much fucking noise, bro.
But obviously now, the
Okay,
herd of
that's because
footsteps
they're
coming
locked
through.
down.
Superman is going to TP to assist Apoth here.
Okay, this will slow things down. They're going to have to disrespect the smoke if they want to fight now. They come, here come the
Wait.
Thieves for Speedway.
Okay.
One for Apoth.
Okay.
A ridiculous round this time. And now Derek is in an unenviable position.
Spike planted.
It will be brought to heel. Cryo 3 in the round. 100 Thieves. I'm keeping
In
count.
a good
That is
spot
6
here.
rounds on the attack side.
They're in a good
immediately
spot.
by Cryo.
Wait, answer what?
Lockdown used there by Boostio just to lock up a critical round, keep their economy building.
Oh, for dinner?
They've already gotten 6 on Ascent attack.
Oh.
That is enough to win the game, no doubt.
I might go get that
Defensive
barbecue
side of
sandwich.
And they've run away with this starting half. EG are going to be feeling such pressure,
Yeah,
such
6
weight on their shoulders
6
right now
is
to
such a
come
good
back into
spot right
this.
now.
Might be a defensive pop out of A-main again. Just a trade of utility. Pleasantries exchanged.
Alright, the lurk cat. They're setting up the cryo lurk here, chat.
Has the operator.
Okay, here we go. 3,
Gets a shot
2.
off, but can't connect.
Cryo gets a free timing.
Oh, Superman.
Man,
Superman
this
is
guy.
The immovable object. Now Ewan Bang clambering here into some kind of position on the A side.
Bro, he's in such great form.
Trying to timing this, he does.
Not got it. Jorger's watching that. Think he got spotted as well on the way through. And it's just the EU. And as you do, jump and take the shot. EG get one back. Far too few of those rounds though have come up for the defenders this half.
And the few that they have are all credit to their controller, Superman, who is just, as you said,
I did. No, I just didn't. Yo, Chia, thanks for the full year, my god. Actually, 12 years.
They can barely even do it if he's just stood there
I
with a
never
share.
knew. Thanks for the 4 months. Yo, we were just talking about that shit. That's crazy. Felix, thank you for the primer.
Still, though, the state of
And
the
the follow.
economy for 100
Okay.
Thieves is going to allow them to buy up for
Hey, with the 6
multiple
months.
rounds in
That
a row
6
here.
months.
Operator from Judgment will be dragged over towards
Dude, I
B.
saw your
Posted
top
up.
comment in that thread, fam.
Well,
Here
that
when I
cipher
pointed
setup
that
is, again,
helicopter.
really
Thank you,
focused his
appreciate it.
attention towards that side of the
Okay.
map.
Cryo hanging back there behind that turret. He might get rewarded for this.
Ooh.
Are they really going for a deep push right now?
There's no turret, by the way.
Pays.
Cam sent in.
They've done this
See nothing. They're
before.
gonna go for it. Cryo. Oh!
Wow, dude, they double peek that?
Just as we thought, he was starting to get going in this game. He had the right idea, but
Dude, he had the absolute right idea. He thought the op was gonna peek it, but he never thought they would fucking high-low peek it with the Cypher peeking first. What?
Activated could turn this round in their favor.
Jesus
In
Christ.
the favor of 100 Thieves, who've still got this.
Okay,
strong
they're
lead.
cooking here though. This is open. Don't go right. Don't go right.
Superman
Wait,
playing so passively. Yep, they've allowed 100 Thieves onto the side. There might be something here.
Wow.
Just jiggling from heaven.
This is a crazy
Smoke thrown
round.
up in his way. Hunter's Fury up for
What
the
if it's like
attackers
that?
here. Either not
Do
in the
they
best place
know?
to make use of it. Will Al drone up towards heaven though?
Yeah, it looks like he's away.
Stack towards tree.
Oh,
He
now
does
he's-
have flashes
now
when this
he's
suppression wears off. Could be able to blind both these players.
Jorg gonna want to dash out behind this with the tailwind, I'm sure. Kings one around the corner, sees a second. He knows it's stacked heavily. Cloudburst throws down. He has to find another axis of approach here. And here it is. Apod comes on the flank. Jorg explodes, and now Ewan Bang have to hold it down. Oh, the correction wasn't there. And it's up to
1 on
Derek.
2.
Sat outside of hell. EU is embedded in 100 Thieves. Get another one. They can't.
Oh my god.
And again, it comes down to a mistake that was
I
made on
think
blind from EG as
Ja-
well.
I
Some of these
think that's
rounds,
on Jaw for running in
couple
like
of them
that.
only,
He didn't
they
need to
played
do that.
Slightly too passive on
He could
defense,
have
give up the
gone in like
smallest of angle and
second or
exploded by
third.
100 Thieves.
They're making progress
There
in
was-
through tree. They
What?
break up that crossfire with Apod's flank.
I guess he only had an
Finds out when he
updraft.
misses the crucial shot on the corner.
And initially, it's that contact through main.
Oh
that Superman is
man.
just
Dude, even his whip
not
though was so
totally aware
close.
of. EU
Holy
crosshair
fuck, 100 Thieves in
trained
a
on
really
that
good spot.
Left side angle in hell. Timeout.
Boostio.
This is a Potter, the second Potter time.
He looks mad.
Oh no, tech
He
pause.
wants to shut the door in this plucky EG squad.
Tech
I was about
pause.
I thought for sure there was a timeout. Who broke their mouse? What happened?
Ooh.
Take a moment here as you see the belief on Arsenal's face there. That is EU leading the applause, by the way. Nice to know he's got the...
I'm scared they're going to start getting like cocky and like overpeak, chat. I'm scared.
Bucio's being demanded to flip a water bottle. There's a bit left in there. I think he's actually... Oh, he's talking to Shanks across the stage, actually, yeah.
Talking to Shanks.
Wow, top 10
Oh
anime
my
battles,
god.
boys.
That's hilarious.
Sure you can't save it for later, or what? The best part is that they look like they could hear each other. They can't. Those are noise-cancelling headset on Bucio. He can only guess what Shanks is saying.
We'll have a second paid event, Boostio versus Shanks out in the
That's all
car
funny.
park later after the show.
All right, jumping back in here, folks. 7-3 is the scoreline. 100 Thieves have strung 4
All right, we got
last
the
5 rounds together.
the tree dart coming in.
Well, with
Actually,
an
that's
Ultraman
not
and
the
the Hunter's Fury. Blade Storm for Cryo.
Blind on contact.
It might be Wyatt.
It's at least a fast take a B main, Ultraman active.
A-Pot forced away already. The Hunter's Fury trained on him. Jorg out from Logs. Okay, brings the KO down. That could be rectified.
Damn, he got two.
Something to say about it. Cryo moves up. Spike is loose on B, but there's time at least for EU to get him behind it.
Can they res
Bring
Peter?
Arsenal back. Have 3 players to work with. Paranoia here. Will interrupt, but Cryo waiting. What patience.
Ho ho ho. Well played, Cryo. That's the goated spot in this scenario. Holy fuck.
And the fast hit from 100 Thieves really just washes EG away.
Damn.
He stepped up so much for them.
What a play. What a fucking play. It's because EG had that PTSD from the prior KO ult round. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a prior KO ult round where it was fresh off of the last EG timeout. And on that same round, I think Derek ulted. Derek ulted 2 people. And 100 Thieves res the down KO, even the numbers to 4-on-4, and they closed out the round. This round, they tried to fight on the KO res. Wow. Dude, that was such a good counter spot.
What he's capable of. Not that we didn't know. Nice to be reminded, though.
We'll have to challenge Superman. It's just been
rock solid.
A beast over on A. Tries to time this drone, get a peek, going to have to fall back. Presence known.
They broke the door. Bad Molly.
Molly thrown in, wine direction. I think they have to spend more to clear it. Yep, even recon deployed. Superman not the type to really TP across like that. Even though he throws a smoke that implies it. This one here. But Cryo could see above it anyway. Superman has to be so patient here.
He's going to clear it.
He's going to test this though. He shows himself right in.
Oh my god.
The Cryo spun.
Jojmo placed in the corner. Does he get hit by the 0 point? Yes, I believe he did. They know he's there. He's getting spammed.
He's just got to hold his ground. He's got no choice but to go for it. Trying to swing for the fence, but it's a foul ball, Wyatt.
He lost the ability to dash away because of that well-placed knife from Asuna.
30 seconds left.
And it's almost a certainty they convert this last round. 9 rounds on Ascent attack is just so strong.
Oh my god, dude.
Frankly, it was a very straightforward half. They really just had free reign over the B site.
Nothing subtle about it, Wyatt. There's no reinvention of the wheel. It's good, solid Valorant. Honest Valorant. There's a flash that did not affect Cryo in the slightest.
They displayed
Chat.
good fundamentals on this half.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying shit.
They kept things simple, back to basics. Those B hits were just working over and over and over. The only time they got stopped was towards A. Credit to
It was a
Superman.
decent half.
Even he wasn't enough.
All right, tied up at 9-3 for 100
It was a very competitive half for both the teams, I think.
After this.
I liked what I saw from both teams. I can't keep quiet on a fucking countdown for 1 minute, dude. I might have to leave the room. I might have to leave the fucking room, dude. We're fucking making playoffs. We're fucking making playoffs, chat. It's in. Lock it in. It's in. It's fucking in. It's... Lock it in. Lock it in, chat. We're winning both of the splits. We're winning them both. Potter? More like botter. Oh, I'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. 100 Thieves on the verge of punching in their playoff spot, but we still have one more half left to play. Let's go ahead and dive into what we saw, because, man, there was one round in particular, Mimi, that was absolutely pivotal.
Yeah, we started with a really competitive game here, back and forth Thrifties, but EG made the call to go for this 4 spot when they have 5 ults online. Not a bad call in and of itself, but it is staking their half on winning this round. And 100 Thieves, with a great retake in the late round and some lovely coordination, won it and completely took over the half after this pivotal swing.
Yeah, this round was so important, and Cryo, he's been great all game. I had doubts. I was like, can he even do it after playing Omen on the first map, playing Brim on the second map, but he showed up and he won most of the first engagements that he had. I think he went 4 and 2 in first kills, first deaths.
And this is in the context of a stage 2 where Cryo has been struggling, but he is stepping up when his team needs them. Remember, for the stage 1 champion, if they don't close this out, they won't even make playoffs. But it's a lot harder for EG. Only 3 rounds going into this second half with their playoff hope on the line as well.
It's a tall mountain to climb for evil geniuses. Let's see if
his
they
face
can do
shot?
it. Riot Games Arena, let's make some noise as we get ready for this match. We'll send it back over to your casters.
It's the face of success.
Your stage 1 champions of America.
It's the face of playoffs. We're fucking in. Dude, a 9-3 attack half, we're in. I don't care. I don't care, dude. We're fucking in. I don't care. Bro, if we lose, we deserve this. We deserve it. I will fucking take the L if we lose. I'll take it. I'll take the L. They deserve the L if they lose.
Apoth, who was just on the EG reserve roster last year.
Shut up. That's losing it.
And now backs up against the wall, do or die. If you win here, you are in the playoffs. Whichever team loses,
got us, guys.
They
out. Fucking got
Massive
us.
Disadvantage for EG, both on the score,
We've got the microwave set up and a double hiding hell.
9 attacking rounds for 100 Thieves. Almost unheard
I'm
of this
dreaming.
level. EG get onto the side though, and Lewis, Nature able to take Boostio down with that molly. Bane has to step on to the Nanoswarm in order to take that fight. So it's an advantage to EG now moving into the post plant.
Nice fast trade from Nature, Recon.
Cryo's ready to smash and dash here. Well, it runs out and Superman brings him down anyway. Again, it's Superman always.
Fuck.
Only 2 for him. EG with a crucial pistol.
Right back to the jumping classics that we saw on the first pistol. This time it was Derek.
It's just a pistol.
Keeping it simple.
Why are you guys making me feel guilty? It's a fucking pistol. It's a fucking pistol. No biggie.
Could be the beginning of something for them. There were a lot of back and forth Thrifties, namely 2 back and forth early on in that first half that were both big shifters.
Guys, you are putting this in the world. No, chat, you are doing this. You are fucking doing this. Dude, no, chat, you are putting this in the world.
And actually, EU has a stinger, didn't even notice that.
It's another game where we need
This is crazy.
Quiet, very quiet.
You guys are speaking it into existence right now. I cannot believe it.
Fast hits from the Thieves. Nature instead just says, no, I'm checking this, saving my flash for later.
Pure contact. Yeah, going to have to use that molly for wine though, since they didn't have eyes on A main. They discover it's empty.
I don't want to use the recon for that.
Many 100 Thieves players here.
Derek sees some action there and help. They're picking that close corner. Not sure about who might be there. Ascent might actually assume that position now.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay, go in the stack. Yes. Oh, throw that shit. Yup. Yup. 43 on the clock.
Pieces of utility from Ascent. Very important. The Molly pushes them back. The 0 point catches them in that position they were routed to. On the recon now as well. There's 30 seconds left.
Cattler. Please get this kill, Cryo. Please. Because if you don't, you're both dead.
Cryo knows it, but does he have the agency to do anything about it?
Fuck.
Able to get in. Superman brings him down.
3 on 3.
Now they start to collapse. EU trying to buy time, stay alive behind the Gen. He actually gets Nature with that stinger. Another swing. Derek was low. That is up to Boosty Boy again. In the post plant against 2 Guardians.
Don't call him Boosty Boy. Don't do that.
Sheriff, just a body shot would take him down.
Boostio now. This would really shut EG down.
This was a really good eco.
Win. This has to be perfect though, and even perfect against Superman might not be enough.
Cost money to buy that shield.
Take a 1v1 against
Cost money to buy that shield.
Right now.
It's just uncanny. You just every
We
time
take the little wins.
fight, you've got to believe
Great eco.
9 times out of 10.
All the times his disposition, he's so calm, he's so relaxed, and he is so experienced. He's been playing professional Valorant for 4 years now, since the beginning, and he's always been a solid player. But he just hasn't had a chance to really show that on a stage as grand as this. People are very aware of his talents now.
Standard setup here. Cam spots crowd cat. They're gonna quick take mid, break the alarm bot.
Always looking to do.
They break that alarm bot that's placed in mid very
KO,
quickly. Now he
flashes marked it there.
Onto Jojimo. Boostio wishing he had a Vandal.
Still great damage onto a duelist.
Ooh, let him
Cryo
go.
doesn't take the shot there, doesn't see the second jump across. The Cloudburst does its job.
Oh god,
To play from middle
Boostio
through
careful.
CT. Boostio tries to make a rotation to Speedway, but Superman again. Eyes in the back of his head apparently.
Flash.
Paranoia
Good
for
dodge.
EU.
Oh, what
Catches
the
him, he doesn't
fuck?
think it would. Now swing is caught, and the flash was so good from Ascent, but he couldn't capitalize.
And who capitalizes again? Superman. He's so good right now. Nature in this forward position. No one to help. Has to get his.
He's got the advantage on the angle, but Cryo wins it out. Just inches into it. Remember, Jorgamo down to 10
Please,
after those couple shots.
Please win this
They came in from
round.
Boostio.
I'm begging you.
Bang has a paranoia.
No.
Playing close inside that smoke, knows it's here or never.
That's
just brought down.
That's pure
You gotta
spam
be
from
fucking
Derek.
kidding me right now.
This is a bonus for EG.
You
Remember
gotta
that.
be fucking kidding me right now.
Time dwindling, Mitch.
What are we doing, guys?
I don't think they can do this.
Guys,
think
what
they'll
the
have to
fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Oh my god.
Get out of this situation, hits the paranoia, but doesn't have anywhere to go. Really take guns away if he can. But EG are playing with Hass money, and Hass always wins.
Economy cracked for 100 Thieves, and just like that, EG are back in the game. A 9-3 deficit, now 9-6. Should be 9-7 unless 100 Thieves make something ridiculous happen on their eco round. I mean, we were just talking about him, but
the
again,
fuck
Superman, man, he
were
drops
they
down into
doing
walls,
right
gets
there?
the crucial trade. His duelist, his entry Jojimo is so
All
weak, he can't
good.
really do anything.
All good.
Frankly,
They have
Jojimo
a
hasn't done much in this
9-6
game
lead
yet either.
on
He's
the
one who needs
defensive
to
side
step
of
up.
Lotus. All fucking good. All
That's the
good.
beauty of it.
Don't
Always
worry
someone
about
ready
it.
to step up and take his
All
place.
good.
And a Fury here. Jorg gets
Sup?
caught by that one.
Sup,
Cryo to
bitch?
bring him down. Signs of life here for 100 Thieves now. They back up to the A side. They got what
Okay.
they're paying for.
Man, that's some gusto from 100 Thieves, sending out the Hunter's Fury early on an eco. It finds them an advantage, but even still, is that going to be enough to convert against a Hunter's Fury from the opposition, a full buy from the opposition?
It's very powerful that they don't have a Killjoy, because this type of play wouldn't be run if this was a Killjoy, right? That's where you lose if you don't have the
Still the
Killjoy.
alarm bot here that'll herald A+ position. And well,
Big brother mode.
someone should, yeah, never mind. They got cleared up. Busio able to reposition, no harm done. Apot's
God,
ready to
that's
use
his-
position over to the rest of his team. And here's that attack side Hunter's Fury.
That's Bang's paranoia.
Apot has gotten in the speedway already. Nature.
Superman at the same time, TP backside.
Nice
Played by
shot.
Busio.
Cool
He was
fuck.
over there with the Sheriff. EU has to take a beat before making his
Oh,
approach
no.
out. Here, and EG have their
3 on
players
3.
in on B.
3 versus 3. 100
Bro,
Thieves on the thrifty round.
I feel
3
fucking
versus 3.
sick,
Two of
bro.
those 100 Thieves players very weak and low on weaponry.
No need shock dart and molly for the defenders to work with here. Can they make effective use of them? 2 Guardians for the attackers, but they are entrenched. They are dug in for a long winner, EG. Again, it's 100 Thieves. You have to get involved and get moving to try and stop this round. Okay, Molly's come through. Arsenal wants to try and go for it, but it's one after another, 1 by 1, and Derek exits around with 3 kills. EG win 4 in a row.
Perfect crossfire set up back there from EG. They just have Apoth playing close. Derek ready to swing from backside.
I'm gonna fucking throw up, bro.
As the top fragging player on the leaderboard for Evil Geniuses. Going up against his old team.
Bro, they're gonna pan to the fucking team, and I'm gonna see fucking like one of them literally throw up, and that's when I'm gonna know it's over. It's like, Bang is just gonna be vomiting. He's so fucking.
Refound himself on EG under Potter's leadership.
Oh my god! Please win this round.
With the chip on his shoulder, with a lot to
9-7.
on this new EG construct. Wouldn't say Colossus, but they're on the way.
Cryo's picked up the operator now, which 100 Thieves always obviously put so much focus on getting into his hands.
All right, they got that
One of the
turret
most dominant
holding
defensive
both
operators
chokes.
specifically in the game. His consistency at finding
Crazy,
kills,
except
holding angles is, if not the
for
highest in
one.
the world, among the highest.
This might be an Alchemist here into tree. Some of that Killjoy util already starting to be cleared. Jorgama gets in, there's the command. Boostio doesn't see any of these footsteps in front of him through the smoke, nothing. But he might be able to find a timing behind him. He gives away his position though. Bang receives contact on Nature, immediately gonna be knocked. Cryo waiting for that peek from Main. He takes down Superman, the defensive AWPing, getting online now.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go, dude. Ole.
Fantastic on that backside anchor.
Oh my god.
Anything Superman can do, it seems
Oh
like he can do it
fuck,
just as
dude.
well.
The flawless
Tight angle
was
from Cryo. Those are
exactly
the
what my mental
situations where
needed
he
right there.
thrives. We haven't gotten to see him up in this series just yet. He's been on
10-7.
smokes both other maps. And this is where he takes over the game.
Looks scary. They got past Boostio, who was watching tree but got smoked off the angle. Great anchoring. That round there from 100 Thieves. Bang sticking back there towards Hell, I think, to play off of Cryo. No shenanigans towards A main on that round. And this has definitely got to precipitate a timeout. Boostio
What does
thankful for the
Potter see
opportunity to
here?
stretch his legs.
Let me see. I personally think
Geniuses, they're headed into this one on a
Potter
bad
believes they would control B main really well. The Cypher is kind of giving them fits at B. And I don't even mean just the eco, right? Like where the cam was on Boostio. It's just very easy for the Cypher to do shit like that. It's super annoying, actually. Let me see. So their ult situation is not that great, honestly. They use, yeah. So I think they'll probably actually do some kind of B hit, but this is a hard read for 100 Thieves because I honestly don't know. Like I would feel like it's going to be a B hit, but I would have a lot of safety nets across the map, and I would do something cringe though for sure. I'd definitely tell Shanzo to be ready to ult to B, which is probably going to happen.
It's a Hail Mary with a little bit of a fallback.
So
That's right, yeah, the next
a little
round,
bit of a fallback option. So long as he does find that kill.
Oh yeah, their cast has been amazing, Slime. I agree. It's Uber and Wyatt River. Uber cast, which is the Overwatch caster, Mitch, and Wyatt from Platshot. Dude, we've been loving it, dude. Honestly, in our like the co-streams I've been doing for challengers, these two have been a duo, and they've been great. They've been so good, dude. Like we've watched them mature over the entire year.
Time now under 1 minute.
Thank you for taking my mind off the game for a second.
Dragging this out a little bit.
That felt good.
Super still does have that smoke to lean on here.
And Derek, save that recon, save the drone as well.
Oh, fuck, what a flash, dude.
Oh! Brought to his knees again! In a round where HG really needed him to be the star to stand up. Instead, he's a heap on the ground. And we're down to 33 seconds left. The rotate here from 100 Thieves over to the B side. They've got 2 players in boathouse after the TP.
Yeah, that is
Dude,
really crucial from Bang. Time is
they know
dwindling
2
so
back B.
low right now.
20 seconds. Smoke up here for EU. He doesn't need to test mid.
They feel like someone has to be holding their spawn. So they right now, EG are mid-rounding, and they think 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, and so they're trying to pick that apart. Great hold. Fucking great. So they realize, like, okay, the knife detected 2 there. Those guys are probably being guarded by 1 spawn. Let's prod this area. Okay, 1's holding here. Oh fuck, that's like 4 there. That's what they were realizing, like, in that moment.
But maybe considering, do we just shift back and try to get to A through Cat?
Holy shit.
And ultimately...
He is crouching into these shots and he's joking their head.
It is ridiculous.
Right here. Nothing colder than cryo, baby.
This is the full buy, though. This is why that time.
That's a fucking bar.
Taken. What is the plan from Evil Geniuses?
Scanning ahead.
Slow and steady for 100 Thieves now. Getting into the Odin buy.
Right here.
Again, those ults haven't really been a factor.
I went to take a sip of drink and I was like, oh man, that was nice.
Here or there. Hunter's Fury available potentially for Derek in this round.
If they head towards A, Boostio has the kind of
yeah, he's been saving that for a sec, probably. He said it so like nonchalantly, like he didn't make it a big deal.
By that damage on the ground,
sprinkled it in there.
To heaven as well. Great to answer this A push if it comes. They're going to disrespect the smoke and go for a jog. Dash over towards Jin. Got to be caught inside the molly now. Takes the face against Bang. It's not good enough.
Oh my god, the rotate is goaded from Cryo.
And again, has his just desserts. Nature hasn't fed to him.
2 on 3.
Derek found some Hunter's Fury purchase to be sure. But this is 100 Thieves on the precipice of taking us to 11 and look at the money for EG. Pennies to spend.
You are the best player in the world. Baby. You are the best player in the world.
You are
the best player in the world. Baby. You are the best player in the world.
From Derek for naught, 3 Hunter's Fury in this series, 5 kills with them, and none of those end up being a round win converted. As soon as you get Cryo, the operator on defense, there is no angle that is safe. A site absolutely on lockdown. Didn't have the information on Boostio's setup as well. Didn't take the time to explore the map in that situation. They get melted by the mollies on the ground. And now it's all on this. Playoff hopes for EG.
I see Cryo aiming the smoke. I get interested. I'm a simple man.
Jaws had a rough one. 5 and 18 here.
Had to fall back on. Otherwise, it's a Bucky.
Okay. Fast B split is in.
To keep his team in the game.
They see the drone from their drone. They know the KJ setup's here, so they know 2 are back here.
Here comes the move into the speedway, but Arsenal deals with Nature coming up mid. He held the angle passively. 3 players for EG have gotten into B, but here comes the lockdown. They've got to challenge this. Jorg's knife strikes true. Eve down, and now pressure over towards stairs.
He thought he had a cloudburst. He tried to.
Lockdown is about to go off. They've got to stop this, but Superman can only look in from the outside. And no, the spike is so far away. He doesn't have ult to go and get it. This is all but done.
The hopes of EG's playoff run on the line, and Superman goes down to
They fucking did it.
Revitalized at just the right time to clinch stage 2 playoffs.
They touch down from Shanghai. They're under pressure. They've got to quickly hit the books.
What a game.
Get ready to compete
Man,
with a very hungry
EG is goated, bro. Like,
it could be me next time.
I feel,
And they had to fight against that.
I definitely feel
Fight against
for
their
them.
own hubris. Slow start, but now they've recovered. And they've got time to prepare for a playoff run to again represent their region globally.
And it's just been so captivating.
I think what Potter has done with this squad is like fucking incredible. It's fucking incredible. I don't like. Yeah, I was like, I fuck around a lot. I definitely root for the boys. Like, but at the end of the day, I still love like all the players like on EG, and obviously Potter. I've known Potter for like decades now. And in my eyes, what she's done this year almost might be more impressive than last year, because it's like the mental fortitude that it would have taken to lose your whole team that just won champs and then have to build it again from scratch. on an org that now people hate. I actually have so much respect for like the effort I have fucking seen out of this team. Like, because it's coming from the top, which is her. So yeah, I think they have gotten so much better, and it's unlucky they started so rough.
And like you said, on defense, when they feed him that operator, no angle is safe against him. He's had a tough time so far in stage 2.
A lot of people hate on EG.
Stage 1 playoffs, and if he can return
just
to that form
because
and 100 Thieves
they
continue to iron out
haven't
the
necessarily
fundamentals,
made the best
which today
moves
they certainly have.
over the
You can see them
last
getting
like
right back
5-ish
to the
years,
top. It
I'd
looked like they
say.
were out for a moment. This stage
They're
started
like
so shaky for them.
their
I mean,
CEOs have
lost
changed
to
a
the
lot.
winless
They made
Furia.
a lot of
No
bad
chance
decisions,
stood against
and
Lab, now getting back to the
they obviously
top.
lost their Valorant team after they won champs. So people definitely hold that
Something
against
that we
them.
didn't really count as part of their map pool. Now something that they might have the opportunity to make use of. Zig says,
Yeah, just the like the merch after they won, like a lot of little things, you know.
in Americas. We're gonna head down to the
But
stage
yeah.
now, Van Silly, for the Verizon post-match interview.
Thank you so much,
But I am
Wyatt.
obviously
Great
over the
cast, no
moon
notes, but
that the
Laura
boys won.
Gibbs Arena, give it up to Bang!
I just had to preface my happiness by saying
Bang, what a quick turnaround
Hearts
you guys
out
have
for
had
EG.
in the past 2 weeks, but this game was an important
I
one.
believe
a
so,
do or
yeah,
die.
I believe so,
Basically a
yeah.
repeat of, like, let's say that game that you
I'm
had
not
against
sure,
my
though.
last year, but there had to be some pressure building up to this day.
Seems better.
Yeah, there was definitely some pressure for sure, but we tried our best not to worry about it. I think we handled it pretty well.
And going on to the stage, so once you sat down, you had to lock in. Did that nervousness even come up even
Let's
more
check
for
out
you?
the stats.
I mean, honestly, the way our coaches like just guide us in the game, we don't really like worry too much about that kind of stuff. We just play to try to have fun, try to play the best Valorant as possible that we can, and we don't really worry about too much about the stakes and that kind of stuff.
Well, speaking about the conversations with the coach, we had a conversation with Zix after Coach Zix after map 1, and you guys basically let Lotus go through. And he mentioned to me, you guys don't like to play Sunset pretty much, but
Series
if we
stats.
look back at a couple of weeks,
You.
EG played Furia on
damn.
those 2 maps, on Lotus.
He definitely
and Vine.
looked really good
was
today.
the preparation going around watching that VOD and trying to find ways to almost anti-strat evil geniuses here?
We definitely did a good amount of anti for sure. We were watching their VODs. We were trying to, get as much as we can, as much
Amazing
info as we
last map
can.
by Cryo.
But obviously, I mean, the way that our coaching staff works is, I think there is definitely some anti, but it's mostly just play our own game and try to focus on us and not really too much on our enemy.
All right, and focus on your own game was at the conversation as well, because you get onto the 3rd map of Ascent. It's a map that's never been played by EG in stage 2.
I guess that's good,
So
yeah.
what was the conversation
Right
with the
there.
coaching staff then?
Like I said, we don't have any VODs on them. Let's play our own game. Let's do what we do because we are definitely a good Ascent team for sure. We're very confident in our Ascent. So that's as simple as that.
For sure. Well, the job's not done though, because now at least you've locked in playoffs, but you still have to be in the top 3 to guarantee that spot. If not, you go through circuit points. And you're pretty much in that race with Sentinels going toe-to-toe on who could get the most circuit points to guarantee that 4th spot. So next week,
Chat.
there's still another game in the regular season
safe.
before you get into the playoffs, and that's against Loud. And Loud most recently, the conversation around the fan base is like, oh, they're like wounded because they don't have like a duelist, so they're just still trying to figure things out.
We had
But
to
in
use
your
it.
shoes as a professional player, what can you tell us about Loud? Are they actually a very tough opponent to play against?
Had to bust out all the
Definitely
tricks.
A tough opponent to play against. You can never underrate them, honestly. Even though they don't have a duelist, they still have a really solid team, solid roster. I mean, we're gonna care in the match. We're gonna play because we need that point for sure.
Yeah.
So it's important to us to win that next match as well. It's not like we're not worrying about it.
And awesome. And lastly, there's going to be a lot of seedings going through depending on what matches, what the results will be at the end of week number 5. Yeah, I think. But who would you like to play against if it's not going to be Leviathan, because they're pretty much guaranteed first at this point?
I honestly don't care that much about who we play against. It could be anyone. I don't really care.
Is everything going to be easy for Bang and 100 Thieves?
Hope so.
Well, hopefully that's going to be the case. Everybody give it up one more time here to Bang! And it's now time for a break, but when we come back here, we will actually have EU with the analyst desk, one of my favorites.
But thank you anyway. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Geo, helicopter, I got that. Got that. I want to make sure I got all the subs. Floppy Taco. I got you, but if not, thank you for the 14. Syncing with a full year.
I had to switch carriers.
I told him.
Spaghetti.
At Verizon,
Famous.
everyone can get the
Thank you
best
guys,
deals.
appreciate
like
you.
that iPhone 15 on them.
Switching all the time? It wasn't easy.
35. You're gonna be here forever.
That's a really good bang interview. Normally he doesn't do long interviews like that.
Those were hard days.
Representative, switch!
Now that I got a huge storage and battery upgrade, I'm officially done switching.
New and existing customers get iPhone 15 on us when they trade in any iPhone, any condition, guaranteed.
I really wish you told me sooner.
I did.
Pull up points, like overall America's points. I don't have I can't believe they didn't add that yet to VLR. By the way, that's so odd that they didn't add that. Let me find it. Oh, nice. You hooked it up. Thank you. So, oh my God. So the point totals are here. Is this before or after the last game? Not been updated. So they're on 11. So basically, like, they need Leviathan and Sen. If 100 Thieves doesn't make top 3, they would need Leviathan and Sentinels to qualify. So that way they would qualify with the highest point total remaining. Damn. There's a lot that could go wrong. For sure. So they'll have because they'll have 13 points, or I'm sorry, where did I get 13? They'll have 11 points. So they'll be tied with Lev. So I don't think these teams are going to catch them. So truthfully, all that matters is Leviathan and Sentinels at that point. And if that's the case, then they would need those teams to qualify. Because if they do like win a game, then they'll have more points than 100 Thieves.
No, Bang said earlier that you guys don't really try to focus on that as a team, to worry about the pressure in the
They're
moment.
in a good spot.
But as an
yeah.
individual, right?
It's pretty
it has
good
to feel
to.
a little nerve-wracking. You're like, oh my God, we gotta win.
You would
this
think
game
if 100 Thieves doesn't qualify,
Yeah, I mean,
the likelihood of Lev and Sen qualifying is pretty high.
And I remember telling my team in like our group chat, I'm like, yo, tomorrow is the game that means everything. It determines whether we make champs, whether we make playoffs. Like, bring everything you have.
Oh, who do you think
at
won?
like 9 p.m.
Come on now.
I got 14 hours of sleep. I was ready to come play today.
You woke up, had some oatmeal in the morning, a good cup of coffee, you were good to go. All right, love to hear it.
So your teammates were describing kind of what was happening in your first few games coming back from Shanghai as a slump. What were the discussions like after that last loss, then going into the MIBR game? Did you feel like there was a certain thing you were changing in scrims or in the discussions as a squad that kind of flipped the switch and made it feel like you were getting out of that slump?
Yeah, I think the big thing with our slump at the time is that it's different than like a lot of other slumps that people would usually find. It's like maybe like your opera is slumping or like your teammates just aren't shooting as well.
Sure.
Our slump was more so like, it felt like after our foot game, we like 13-3, 13-3 them or something like that on the international stage. We had so much individual confidence after the win that, you know, people started doing more solo peaks. People started doing more like risky plays. We always have this system on our team kind of where anybody can go for any play if they want. But we always rely on our teamwork and we always like fall back on it. So I think the big thing that kind of caused our slump in the first place and that we kind of came back on was our team play just kind of faltered. So like when we'd be in these scenarios where they're flooding back of A on bind and we have to have like one big team fight, you know, wait for the Dizzy to come up for like 3 seconds, flash, we all peek. We weren't doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So like they would come out backside, you know, one guy would be holding, he would die, the default guy would just be sitting there, the U-Haul guy would be sitting there. We didn't focus on the team play that kind of got us here in the first place, and we were relying too much on mechanical skill, I'd say.
Yeah, the like coordination, microcoms, that kind of stuff, maybe
exactly.
not being there.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask as well, you guys play more Fade comps than basically like any other team, especially in Americas. How much of playing into that agent more is about you being personally strong on the agent and something you're really comfortable with versus it being like what Zix and the team thinks is like the optimal read on the game right now?
Yeah, I mean, even like last week, I've been telling Tony pretty much like since stage 1, like I'm trying to play Breach, let me play some Sky, let me like change up the agents.
Oh, so you're in Fade jail a little bit.
Well, no, I love Fade. I love Fade Sova. Fade Sova are my favorite agents, but I love Breach as well. You know, he doesn't let me flex to Gecko either. I mean, I think.
Damn, I didn't know you was a good liar. That's
I think
crazy.
Tony's one of the coaches in the game where he knows what certain players are
I
good
can do
at.
it all.
He knows basically like
That's
you have to play to
crazy.
your team's strengths. That's how it was back in League of Legends when he used to coach the LCS. So,
Dude,
you know, if he thinks he's a
today,
player that's really good on Fade or
it
really
was
good on
rough.
Sova, he's going to try to incorporate,
sure,
like,
6
say, our
words.
bind comp, for example. Back when we were
God,
running our
that was
comp
a
on
stressful
bind,
game.
I think the meta was still Sky, so if people did want to run Gecko, it was Sky Gecko. But the way that we play bind, it just doesn't feel like the Gecko is that high, or the Sky is that high pressure. So like take our bind game even today, the Sky flashes, the Sky dog, it doesn't really feel like it does too much in
That's
terms
what I'm
of
saying.
You know, pressuring you on attack,
That's
pressuring
what
you
I'm
on
saying.
defense. So
This guy's
you know,
lying through his
I'm good on
teeth.
Fade. We were running the Brimstone. We were like, all right, let's try running Fade on bind. And then you know you got the Tether Brim ults that we do. Prowlers and the Eyes have high reclear chance. You know we have like very hard to defend execs, I would say, because you know the Fade's going alone with double Prowler. He's self-sufficient. It's just yeah, I think we play to our strengths, but I mean maybe you'll see some like Breach or Sky, maybe some Gecko if they let me.
Breach is actually sick in 5
You
stacks.
got too good at Fade, and now we won't
I'll
let you play
like just
the
staring
agents
at the
you
mini
want.
map, like knowing when to use util and stuff. Oh, it's fire actually.
I'm just gonna
kind
listen
of
to you.
trolling.
I'm just gonna learn a little bit from you. You seem to know a thing or two.
You feel like you have so much impact.
You know what I mean? Pick up a few things. We do have a Twitch chat question that came in from Odd Cod. Okay, that's a great name. What are you most afraid of in the upcoming playoffs? Ooh, any teams that maybe that you
It's like
are
taking candy from a baby, man.
particularly looking forward to?
Don't want to always do
Or
that shit,
maybe
you know?
looking forward to.
I mean, I'd say like the biggest thing for us going into playoffs was just to get there. I think for us to qualify to champions, if I forget how it works exactly, but if Sentinels, Lev, and G2 make it into the top 3 of playoffs, then we'll like auto qualify no matter what.
Yeah.
But we're also the 4th team that's in playoffs, and I believe playoff is like a 6-team bracket, right?
Yeah.
It is.
So pretty much our only chance of not qualifying for playoffs, I think, is if Cloud9 and Crew both get top 3, because with any other scenario, we're either
Fuck, this
qualifying
guy's
through points or we're
going
gonna be top
full
3.
Rain Man.
But our goal, honestly, in playoffs is to get first seed. I think the biggest thing.
He's got all the
Misty said
fucking
coming into champs
permutations.
last
What
year
the
was
fuck?
that if you have the first seed, it's like
Riot
really
should
OP
hire this
because there's
guy.
no skipping groups or anything like that, but you don't have to play the first seed of other regions, which is like, you know, crazy good teams. I mean, even Paper X looks like they're back in
The
crazy form.
fuck?
So yeah, we're gonna look to try to get first seed, but we're not
He
really.
literally
worried about
has like all the permutations down
crazy
already?
teams or
What
something
the
like that.
hell?
So the fear is more having to rely on the champions points to get you guys into the.
Just broke that shit
I'm
down.
saying, like, we don't really have
No
too much to
graphic.
worry in general because
He just
we have, like, a
worded
six
out
champion
all
points.
the fucking
I personally wanna play Sentinels because I've
possibilities.
been able to beat them. John's beat me like what 2-3 times now. So like I want to beat John. I want to see if I can like overcome Sentinels.
Yeah.
That's a team I want to look forward to playing against, but not really like a team we're scared of. No.
Hey,
The
respect
fuck?
that, man. Matt, thank you so much for the question there. And let's go ahead and take a look at the standings here for week 3 of stage 2 as it comes to a close. And there it is. 100 Thieves have locked in their spot.
Man, I'm trying to think of something to clown on you for that, but honestly, you kind of fucking stun-locked me.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, with the 11 champions points.
Yeah, 6 seed.
Gotta
Yeah.
lock in for playoffs.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, I'm kind of curious if Crew, let's say if Crew loses and you guys win, does that change it a little bit? Or I'm not a
It could,
bracketologist.
but it doesn't matter so much unless you get the 1 or 2 and you get to skip the single limb round. If you're in single limb, it just kind of changes who your opponent is.
Yeah.
So we should know our opponent, right? We're playing G2 or?
Seeding can still change though, because there's another week of play for a lot of the teams.
Oh my God, yeah,
There's
you're
seeding
right.
week.
It's seeding week. Let's go. Seeding week. All right, man. Well, we have 3 more days left in stage 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you guys are going to be watching next week for seeding week. We're going to turn into a thing, I promise you. So on Friday, you got action starting at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and it is going to be Cloud9 taking on Crew VCT.
Oh, Friday game. Wait, there's a Friday game? Okay. Actually, didn't know that. Good thing I realized that just now. Yeah, 100 Thieves can't make the 2nd seed. Pretty certain. Let me double check. Sen. Let's see. Actually, Sen play G2. So one of these teams is gonna have 7 wins. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, Jover. Because no matter what, one team will have 7. This team already has 8. They can't reach those numbers. So yeah, they can't do it.
which was our Brazil qualifier on M80, and then we had like the very, very big tournament at the end in Ascension, which we got to the grand finals for. Having like this entire year where we grinded, we took like a max of like 2 days off the entire year, worked so hard, just to not make it at the end of it is like, that is heartbreaking. And I'm not gonna lie, America's has been like a blast. A lot of the games are like fun to play. You have a week to prep perma, and like, you know, playoffs make sense and all this stuff. You get champions points. So, I mean, I've learned a lot.
Fun.
Yeah, I learned a lot about like how different teams play and like different systems and stuff like that, and I know how to play against other teams better
Oh
than
god, he's going
some,
into the permutations
but I
again.
think, like the biggest thing is just like
honestly,
earmuffs
earmuffs,
so
Tay.
fun, I'm not gonna lie. Probably my favorite team I've ever been on. I mean, like
Control yourself.
everybody loves each other. You know, we're all like a good team. We all bond after prac and everything. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you feel like you've been able, because I feel like a lot of rookie players come into the league and feel like it's all about learning. It's leaning into what can my coach, what can my IGL teach me. But whenever
Should we hire him as an
so many ideas about the game and so many strong opinions and stuff. Do you feel
Yo,
like
he's actually
you're
hella
putting
smart.
in a lot of input into the team and shaping who 100 Thieves is?
Yeah, 100%. I think I have like a very strong idea on how the game should be played, and I have like a pretty good read on like a lot of teams while we're playing. So Boosty's like our huge caller. Occasionally I'll call like an adaptation to something, or I'll call a strat that I think really works, or I'll say like what the enemy team's about to do. Like I think like one of the last rounds on Ascent, I saw like the M2 smoke after they just smoked M1, and like recycling an M2 smoke into an M1 smoke, and then we had no cap pressure. I was calling like, they're about to exec A, they're about to exec A on an A split. Peter knifes cat, hits like 3, we just hold down A. I think that was like a flawless round.
Yeah,
but
it was.
M1,
yeah, I think a big thing is,
M2,
like, I
M3,
don't
for those
feel
of you
like
in
I'm
chat that are
learning a lot
wondering.
in the sense of like individual play.
He's
I'm more
talking
so
about
learning how to
these
play against
smokes.
specific teams, because honestly, like playing on Energy the first year before franchise started, it was like I was playing the same teams to begin with anyway back in NA. It was very hard. I'm playing hard opponents. Ascension was also hard, so I mean, it's just fun, honestly. I'm just having a lot of fun.
It's so cool to see you here now, because I feel like both the teams you were on before, with that Energy roster, you guys got so close. With M80, you got so close
I don't have a
to
spreadsheet of
being up top.
callouts.
But now you're here, man, and congrats on playoffs.
Thank you, thank you.
It's
If I
actually-
win playoffs, I'll take it.
Hey, you know, we'll take it, baby. It was an absolute pleasure to speak with you, brother.
Austin always gave me shit. He always gave me shit, actually. Because over the entire course of my coaching time, there was never enough time for that shit. I never, ever wanted to waste a full practice going over callouts. Because there was always something more important than that. You know, like that's something that might help in some regards, but yeah, there was always like a bigger fish to fry. And so honestly, we never went over callouts. It was always just kind of comms just kind of happened. And then we'd talk about stuff, or you know, like I'd ask like, you know, like what are we going to call this spot or this? You know, like if it ever became an issue in the moment in practice, we would go over it, but don't really have like a call out sheet or anything like that. And Peter's always like trolling me about it. Like we haven't even gone over fucking call outs yet. And here we are going over like triple fakes. So like our third ult play of like, yeah, that's because I think we need that. That's just what we need. No, there wouldn't be like, I wouldn't allow like a lot of like relative comms like that, like left, right, in front of you. But I mean, there's times when that happens. But yeah, those like relative directional comms are just so shit. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like, you know where certain people are on the map. So you know, just by the context clues of the mini-map, you can kind of figure out without them even calming. He talked about it on stream one day, really? He brought that up, that I never run over callouts? That's so fucking funny. That little rat. No, I'm just playing. He gave me shit a lot for that. Alright. I'm ending. I hungry. And I gotta go out actually tonight. Might take the day off tomorrow. Wait, actually, that might be. Maybe not. Might watch those games. kind of want to watch those Challenger games. I haven't watched Challengers in a minute. Who do I think gets the second seed playoffs? Oh, it's going to be Sen and Lev for sure, for sure. Sen are beating G2. Sad versus Auction. Coach Joe Masterclass. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Redux. He's out for blood, so good luck out there, Coach Joe. All right, send you guys to Mel. Adios. Thank you guys for tuning in. Feels good to get this win. We did it. We did it, chat. We did it. It was us. We've done it. Bye, 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 bye. See you tomorrow.